chat. So
Yeah.
here we go.
I'm live. You doing, Thomas Booker? You're my guest.
Yeah. What's up, guys? It's me, John Avengers. Good to be back in a live stream. I haven't done a live stream since before I got sick in November, I believe.
Yep.
And we're doing our best, worst, and honorable mentions of 2019. All the films that we saw this year. We got 3 days left until 2020, and we want to get this started. If any of you guys want to join us in the chat or join the podcast, we're on here on StreamYard, so we'll be here for a while.
Yep, indeed. Like,
Yeah.
Thomas Booker, you can probably use that. And what's the first shot, shall we? 2019, I mean, that's been very interesting year for movies. Right? It's been high, lows, very low, very high. It works.
Yeah.
So, anyway, look at this first start, shall we?
Yeah.
So, where do we start? Should we go for all the mentions?
Yeah, I guess that's fine because I only have 6.
Yeah. Same. Okay, I'll go first. My best movies. Rambo: Last Blood. Okay, here's another. People hate the movie because it's too violent. It's too violent. People, it's Rambo.
Did they see the last one?
Like.
The last one was really bloody.
No, it's Rambo kicking ass. And then it does Bob and Taken, but I don't give a damn about that. Like, it's a fun action movie. Yeah, it's a revenge movie. I'm fine with that. Yeah, they don't do Mexican at the Mexico, but it do its cartel. Oh, what do you expect? Like, it's Rambo sitting in the cartel. I'm all for that, and for that, they're badass. But the first one, the first 2 I don't very slow, but you get the point. Every Rambo was sort of slow. Like, what do you expect? No, it's Rambo kicking ass and taking names. Awesome. It's not my favorite movie. A lot of them will find out my favorite number 4. But they did a good movie. I haven't seen Spies in the Sky yet. No, I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait because my birthday's coming up. I'm gonna go to the theater after that movie comes out. Well, it came out like a few days ago, so
yeah.
What I'm waiting for is Bad Boys 3. That's what I want to see in January.
Yeah, and January you should remember movies.
Yeah.
Remember I remember it was very violent, but damn it was very interesting and very, very dark. But I didn't at the point it was very awesome. But this movie always shit at the body count, awesome. It's not a good movie. It's a good movie, and I think it's pretty bad and awesome. And put it bombed in 40 things too, idiots.
It came out in September. That is not a good month for action. Did you see Shoot 'Em Up or Dread or any other film that came out in September? Usually bomb in that month. They do better in the summer or in the spring or hell, even in the fall if they come out in November or like October sometimes as well. But September's a terrible month for action movies. Just don't release them in September. It's a death sentence because kids are back in school and they have nothing to see. So
yeah,
which
is a damn shame because come on, like it's such a fun movie in my opinion. I don't care. I don't care if critics smoking. I need a good movie in my opinion.
Yeah,
I'm a Rambo fan. And my next one I mention is It Chapter 2.
Yeah, I heard that it was too long. I heard that.
Yeah. It was long, but I think it was worth it because it's a good series of it picked up from the obviously, and actually it did tell the story. 10 minutes after the main series. The main series is bad, but the story after that it showed out more justice. After tell the story out more better. After that, well, there's a bad ending, and I think It Chapter 2 mine was awesome. I do love this movie. I did as a horror fan. It's good. As a fan, I know what Soul Potato. I don't know the actual details of Soul Potato. But that did put the adult part is pretty good. It's a good movie. I highly recommend it. It's a horror fan.
Yeah, when I have time, I got to see the first one, and that's really long too. So
it is, but I think it's worth it. Next one I mentioned is Reign of the Superman.
I haven't seen that yet. I have to watch it in 2020 because I have a lot of DC stuff that I have to still watch now. So go ahead.
I actually saw them in theaters, and it was so cool seeing in theaters. Pretty worth it, in my opinion. Yes, on Amazon may not be amazing like already the Amazon, but I think it's good at the sequel to Devil Superman. It does. I think the Superman they kind of can't tend to find. It does tell a good story, in my opinion. And my husband, I think that did a good sequel. It's not big, the Amazon movie, but no, it's pretty good. And I think I'm gonna check it out. It's a good movie. I should check it out. Especially fan at the show material. The one down I have in the one Dark Side, it annoyed me after that, but they connected Jeffrey War. But despite that negative, I think they did a fun movie of it. Not my favorite, but it's still pretty good. Okay, next I'm gonna mention is Captive State.
Yeah, I've heard that was bad.
I disagree. I think the movie was pretty good in my opinion. It's a good story, good alien invasion movie. And I think it's a different side of alien invasion, just that humans lost and we only won. I think it's a very interesting story. Yes, it doesn't confuse all different characters, and I do get that. I do get the criticism. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting movie in my opinion. It's not my favorite at the alien invasion movie. I think it's pretty interesting. Is it perfect? No.
No.
No,
what is, you know?
Hard a minute. That is my opinion. I know critics do not like this movie, but I think it's actually pretty interesting. Made my opinion.
Yeah.
Yep. My final honorable mention is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, I heard it's also very long too. Yeah. Like the ending was dumb.
Yeah. The ending was dumb. I think it was funny. I think it's actually pretty awesome. Yeah, it just continue at the madness, but I gotta admit, this movie was very long. Kind of sure got boring in my opinion, but you know what? I think it's a good movie. But the chemistry between DiCaprio and Brad Pitt was awesome. I think in my opinion, the movie tons of fun. I think it's pretty awesome. Yes, it's not my favorite Quentin movie, but it was pretty good. I highly recommend it, and I think it's a pretty good movie. Not my favorite, but you know what? Still pretty good. I know. They're all my honorable mentions. John.
Yeah, I only have 6. One of them is Booksmart. I saw this on DVD a few months ago. I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was as highly recommended as critics said it was. You know, that, it's the funniest movie of the year. I'm like, it's a teen comedy about kids, graduating from high school and, moving on with their lives. I've seen that done many times. But the 2 leads are great. I love Caitlin Dever. I think she's adorable. The writing sometimes it can be hit or miss for me. It was short. It wasn't 2 hours long, so I appreciate that. And I thought Olivia Wilde did a good job for her first directing job. So it was at least an honorable mention. Next is a documentary called I Am Patrick Swayze. It aired on cable a few months ago. It was really heartfelt to see what this man went through before he died of cancer. He has a really good film repertoire, so if you haven't seen his films, I would recommend most of his films. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. So it was really heartfelt, really emotional. So that was another honorable mention. Next is a mystery film on the Hallmark Channel. It was called Witness to Murder, a Daryl Morrow, a Daryl mystery. This was really fun. Tom Cavanaugh does a good job. It's good to see him not depressed, like in the Flash TV show where he's dead serious. It's good to see him be a little bit more fun. And the lead girl's good, and it's a good story. So if you want something lighter that's not too violent, like The Irishman, I would recommend this.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet. That's not. Hey, Josh, what's up?
Josh.
Okay. Next honorable mention is another mystery film called Big Sur High, Private Eye. It's a Nickelodeon movie. It was really funny. I liked it for what it was. The 2 leads had good chemistry. It was fun. It was short and fast paced, so it didn't take too much time. And my last 2 are, yes, I didn't hate this. I know a lot of critics did. A lot of fans were turned off by it. I think Jacques was not a fan of it, but I don't care. I thought it wasn't that bad. And that was the 2019 Kim Possible movie. For what it was, it could have been a lot worse. I like some of the action. I like the lead girl. Sean Jabroni was a perfect Ron Stoppable. I like some of the nods to the show, Rufus and the music and some of the visual effects. There were flaws. I know, Sadrakin could have been done better, but I didn't hate it. So as an honorable mention, it fits here. And last, this is a DC movie, Tevye. You've probably seen this one. Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was awesome. This hit a nostalgia bone that I have not felt in a long time, especially with these 2 properties that have had terrible films in the past. But this was really cool. Batman was awesome. His voice was awesome. The Ninja Turtles had great chemistry here. The voice actors were phenomenal. Just the pairing of these 2 should not have worked, but it did. And I thought that DC did a great job with it. You know, it's just this should have been in theaters. Like I would have seen this twice in the theater because I really, you know, the nostalgia really hit me hard. And as a fan of both franchises, it was worth a watch. So that's all my honorable mentions.
Yep. Okay, good friend Josh. What are your honorable mentions?
I'm gonna go through the honorable mentions really quickly, but these are my honorable mentions in no particular order.
Yeah.
Unicorn Store, directed by Brie Larson.
Mm.
Lego Movie 2, the second part. I know I like the Lego Movie 2.
Rise of Skywalker is there. Yay.
Yeah.
Somebody that hated it. I didn't even see it. I refuse to, guys.
Oh, we're gonna Demon Knight. I have tons of movies that time. I gotta land on that. You're gonna be exploded the way you have.
2.5 hours just to end the franchise on a low note.
Yeah. Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad it's over, man. Okay, go, Josh.
Honorable mentions.
You're a little low, so.
Unicorn Store with
Yeah.
by Brie Larson. Lego Movie, the second part.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that.
I skipped it because I was upset about the cast, but anyway, keep going.
I did pretty good. I enjoyed that movie.
Anyway, Jordan Peele's Us, really good horror.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Nice.
That was on Tevia's list.
Yep.
Spider-Man.
That's coming up on my list. Yep. Yeah, loved it.
Loved it.
Shazam.
That's coming up to.
Yep.
Descendants 3, Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker,
nice.
And Avengers: Infinity War Part 2, aka Avengers Endgame.
But most of those are going to be on my best of the year, so
yeah.
But we'll get to that.
Captain Marvel will be on that. My best.
Yeah, that's coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are all my honorable mentions. So, I guess we can start with either one, the best or the worst.
Worst first, I think, to get it out of the way.
Well, maybe it's the best first because what
okay, that's fine. I got my pile here.
What do I say that for last?
Yeah, I only have like 3. Well, a dishonorable mention and 2 bad ones. That's about it.
I had a ton of bad ones because.
Yeah, I couldn't see that much bad this year. I saw enough, man. Yeah. I saw a lot of bad. Before I got Netflix, I saw a lot of terrible TV series to this year. You know, shows that on the CW that were so boring. Yeah. I hope that The Crisis is. We're gonna do a podcast on that next year.
Yeah.
Part 4 and 5.
We have to get everybody join it now.
That week is January 14th. That's the week after my birthday. So set that up for us so we could talk about it with Iron Knight and all those other guys that were in it. Yeah, because I want to talk about that definitely.
I sat through 23 bad movies this year, but
yikes! That's almost a record. Mine was 15 in 2013.
I think mine was 14. I forget. I don't.
Yeah, because I can only go through so much pain in the theater. Okay, so who's gonna start?
I'll go first. All right. My number 10 top in 2019 is John Wick Chapter 3.
Yeah.
I love John Wick Chapter 3. John Wick
this is awesome. Movie. It's higher on my list.
Yep.
Because I loved it.
Yeah, Buckeye was good.
Umbrella Academy, Deadly Class was interesting. Yeah, I heard that it was okay. It was on Sci-Fi, right?
Yeah, on Sci-Fi, but it got canceled.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah.
And for canceling Runaways, etc. But I digress.
Yeah. Well, Runaways that Marvel TV got destroyed. So that's gone. But that broke me because you can't the Krypton and it's not a great show I liked. You can't about the Deadly Class Sci-Fi and
Cloak and Dagger got canceled. Yeah, a lot of things got canceled this year. But we're not talking about TV shows. We're talking about movies. So John Wick 3 was awesome. It was.
I love John Wick 3. I love John Wick franchise. Such a great franchise. This movie, everything I ever wanted, a John Wick fan. I love this franchise. It had the awesome, back and action. It's awesome. I can't wait to see more John Wick. Chapter 4, it's gonna amazing and woo! It's gonna amazing. Oh, Chapter 4. Chapter 4 going also be connected to Matrix somehow, which I don't know how I have to put that. But
I don't know, but it could redeem the Matrix Revolutions if they do it right.
Yeah, we can't figure. I get it, but pretty much, I think they should end it the way, find a way it would. Like,
Yeah, Revolutions.
we need another sequel.
Yeah, we don't. They just want to rectify what happened a couple years back.
Yeah, but it just didn't the story ended.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. Like, I mentioned we don't need a sequel, but whatever. They're gonna make an Amazon. We can't stop them, so we'll see. I'm hoping it's good, but my opinion at the high right now. I'm more for John Wick.
Yeah, straightforward.
It's gonna be awesome.
My number 9 top 10 best movie of 2018 is Jojo Rabbit. A very, very, very dark comedy that is actually
weird comedy, if you ask me.
That the Nazi, but holy shit, it's something very dark, but very interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Funny, but
It's
also
a bad year for animated movies. Not really. The Frozen 2 was awesome, but I'll get to that later. There were some bad animated movies, but we'll get to that.
there was a bad movie this year. It's famous in live action. Well, technically, when we make a movie that came out this year, it's got animated to live action. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we will, but yeah.
Like, this movie I am very surprised to have because I know what to expect about the one movie because I know my history. I know what Nazi. I know what.
Yikes! Yeah.
But holy shit! The movie was very dark and very actually funny.
Yeah.
Like this is more interesting and very fascinating dark comedy. You're expecting to do with Nazis, but damn, Taika Waititi pulled it off. It's such a great comedy. Very dark movie, but very
yeah. And no, it's not for children. If people are like, "Oh, is this for kids?" No, it's not for kids. Don't let the quirkiness of the trailer, because there's kids in it, doesn't mean it's for children. Well, the worst movie I've seen, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, was so bored. Well, that was from 2 years ago. So this year, we're talking about 2019.
Well, actually, I can say I can count that because he did see it this year. So
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Love the Weathering.
The
Weathering with You animated movie. I never heard of that one.
It will be released in the U.S. sometime next year. Huh?
That's why I've never heard of it. Okay.
Yeah. I'll probably see my meeting next year. I know. I understand Silent Star. I understand. My Jojo Rabbit, such a great movie. I haven't made second one out, especially a fan actually of this type of comedy. But it's only a hard film. It's really good for you. It's a very interesting movie, very dark, but very fascinating. And I haven't check it out. There you go.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson's in it, so that's enough for me.
Yeah.
She could play anything, and I'll be into Playmobil and Arctic Dogs. Yeah, I didn't see those. They had a limited release, so I was not interested. After Frozen 2, I was done because I'm like, you're not going to top that when it comes to animation this year for me. But we'll get to that. Next, go ahead, Tevye.
My number 8. My number 8 top ten is TMNT. Holy shit!
It was awesome. It was not a disappointment. Yeah.
Cool. I did not see this one coming because damn, this was actually what a great actually huge surprise, especially having that team in deep end.
Yeah,
the animated made the boy made this was a great animated movie. A huge surprise that I did not see one coming because with the animated movie definitely had a mystery, especially we missed one mystery, which we'll get to that later from which something was race, but. Holy shit, I used to play. This is fun, it's bad, it's awesome, it's great crossover and Shredder and put great crossover between TMNT and Batman. I can already see more. I hope you're playing with a sequel. Very movie and pretty cool, very interesting. I can't wait for more. This is a great movie. I highly check it out. Especially TMNT fan and Batman fan. Go check it out. I recommend it. And didn't they have Marvel? Have Daniel Carter with Team Ninja 2. That was a good part. Do it more anime. Carter, damn it. Oh, wait, because they didn't want to do it because they're cowards. Marvel, the boy, the court, crossover, damn it. But it happened. Oh, my, can't even do it. Ugh. But that's more animation. That's no, Dave. Point you to get real hard, man. I don't know. My next movie after this series, my number 7. Talking about a movie that came out in 2019 is Uncut Gems. Holy shit, what a huge turn of Adam Sandler. I'm not kidding. This movie is very, very dark and very interesting. I mean, he killed it at the end of this movie. He killed it at the end of the role of this gambler, this hustler. But it got dark. This is the most fascinating drama movie I've seen all year. This movie is very insane, very intense, but very dark, and one of the best movies I saw this year. This movie was very awesome. I saw it Christmas Day. I'm glad I did. This movie was awesome. I highly recommend you check this one out. If anybody knows what's a good Adam Sandler movie. Because
that's a surprise, yeah.
Surprise. Well, I highly recommend checking that movie. It's really good. And I said check them out. If anybody knows what good Adam Sandler. Trust me, anyway, this is a great movie. I highly recommend it. Anyways, what was that? Oh yeah. Wait up. My number 6 top 10 movie that came out in 2019, which I do have on Blu-ray. Hang on.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them too.
No. Where the hell is it?
Yeah, I got my pile right here.
That's good. That's good. Give it with her. Ta-da!
Yeah, I know. That's in my top 5 coming up.
My number 6 so is Spider-Man Far From Home. A great sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming, a great sequel to Endgame, and holy shit, man, what a great movie. Spider-Man is number 1. I'm a Spider-Man, and oh yeah, he is? Huh, that's pretty cool. Huh. Oh yeah, he's in 4 and 2? I know about that. Huh.
Not Adam Sandler, Idina Menzel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those movies. I didn't see those. Those are bad.
I don't want to see animation that's done for, that's cheap and has a lame cast and it's based on toys or whatever.
Yeah, well, like a movie based on toys, that's had to be amazing.
Yeah, but like I said, not every toy needs to be a movie. Like that's Ugly Dolls, what was that?
Yeah, what was that garbage? Yeah.
That was dumb. I saw the trailer and I cringed, but I wish you could make a top 10 best of the decade. Well, that would take another hour.
That would take basically all day, and but I had to do my top 10 best Wood comics of the year.
Yeah.
Well, I have to. I'm going to probably do my top 10 video games, top my Wood video games before the year ends. Hopefully, if I can't do those, then I'll just finish on that and go to Plan B. But back to check. And Fast Spider-Man is a great sequel. A fan of Endgame is a great sequel, and this movie demonstrated all more justice than any other media recently. I did a great sequel. I recommend check one out. As a Spider-Man fan, I should check it one. It's not good as Into Spider-Verse, but damn it, did a good sequel. I recommend it.
Yeah, I recommend it too. I'll get to that.
Yep. That's my
the ending, the post-credit scene will shock you if you haven't seen it yet. Into the Spider-Verse did not have an ending like that. I'll tell you that much. Like I was like, bomb. I was like, what?
Yeah, my jaw dropped again.
Everybody in the theater couldn't even breathe when that happened. They were like, what? Yeah. It definitely sets up Phase 4 really well.
If I been a Sam Raimi movie, this would have huge shocking from the beginning. What? Holy shit. That was awesome.
Yeah, now they have to put Miles in the next movie.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse actually did have a post-credit scene with Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, but I'm saying it wasn't shocking like this one was. This was the most shocking since the first Iron Man to me.
Yeah.
I would love to see Miles Morales in the MCU.
Yeah, I wouldn't see that. They've been setting him up already. In the first movie, they had his uncle in Homecoming, and now we got he could have been in this one, but they cut him out because the movie was already too full. So
yeah, 2 hours and 9 minutes of awesomeness.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Anyway, back on track. Like,
Yeah, your number 6 is next.
yeah, did a great cigar. Anyway, back to my
Mhm.
number 6. Sorry, number 5. My number 5 talked about movie that came out this year in 2019. Joker.
Yeah,
Okay, I know
absolutely.
the movie, but
Absolutely, man. It's in my top 5 easily, without question. And people
Yeah.
thought this movie was going to fail, but wow, it's
I thought
shocking
I
how,
thought
how
it was gonna
amazing
be
it was.
bad.
same. Because I thought it was a bad idea because a Joker origin movie. Really?
Yeah, but they nailed it. The best movie I've seen Into the Fire, even though it came out in 2018. Yeah, I saw it this year too, but it was in December of last year, so it will probably be an honorable mention because I thought the ending bothered me a little bit. The flashy animation at the end just. Ugh. But anyway, Joker, yeah, I'm gonna get to that one too because wow, no one saw this coming. Making $1 billion.
It did make $1 billion. Right?
An Oscar-worthy performance from Joaquin Phoenix, which I didn't. I was like, oh, this guy from The Master and Gladiator and a bunch of other films. But wow, it's a turn that I did not see coming. Like,
Same here.
the director of The Hangover did this, and I was like, wow, this is an actual film. It's not CGI garbage like Suicide Squad. Thank God.
Thank God.
It's not 3 hours long. Dark Knight is great, but it's just a little too long. This was just right. It was 2 hours and change, and it didn't feel that long. And it felt like a Scorsese movie. Didn't you feel that in the theater? And this film was both dark and unsettling, but it still was interesting to watch.
Yep, indeed. The performance by Joaquin Phoenix was excellent because holy shit, he turned into very intense, very dark. The one thing I had with the Taco thing with Batman Origin, which I get
it. I get why they put that in there. It was a little bit forced. I get it. I was like, yeah, because Bruce is going to be in the movie. His father's in the movie, Thomas Wayne, a lot. So because it's connected to Joker somehow. But at least it wasn't Joker who killed his parents this time.
Yeah, thank God I didn't do that.
I didn't want to see that. I saw that in the '89 film, and it was done better.
Yeah,
but here, just the references. Like I had a smile on my face. The scene where he has the red nose and he meets Bruce at Wayne Manor. I got chills in the theater. I was like, oh my God. I was like the only one excited. And no, this is not a movie for kids. That's why no kids were in the theater. When I saw this, it was all adults.
Yeah,
and it was surprisingly funny. It's not. DC can do dark well with characters that fit. This wouldn't work if this was Shazam. If he was dark and gritty, it would be bad. Or if you made the Flash like this, no, Flash cannot be dark and gritty. It has to be fun.
Yeah,
I want my Flash movie after seeing Shazam, but this was amazing. I couldn't believe what I saw in the theater.
Another thing I have to say,
it was better than Venom.
I like the themes that they played on in Joker. Now, if you're
the soundtrack was great.
Or if you're not, the message.
I know about that.
Oh, the themes, you mean, not the music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not a fan of a guy going crazy or mental illness or what this movie was doing, or if you're not a fan
but I get it.
Studies,
I get it.
As a person with a mental disorder, I know exactly what he was going through. I was related to the character, not the killing. I'm saying him being different. I get that. I connected with that. And as a fan of clowns, I was like, this is movie. I felt like it was made for me.
Yeah.
Seriously, it was like my kind of film. Some people called it pretentious and it's up its own ass. I'm like, but it's film. I want to see film, not a bunch of CGI garbage all the time.
Agreed.
Yeah,
like Jojo Rabbit didn't have a lot of CG. It's a film.
Practical. Like sometimes you need a movie to wake up people and give a story. Not the perfect comic or, but I don't give a damn about that.
But it shocked me. I was like, this is an adult story, not for little kids. And unlike It Chapter 2, it's not too long. It's not like almost 3 hours. So it has enough of.
I didn't feel it.
No, I didn't.
I didn't.
I think probably make a sequel, but I don't want a sequel. No sequel.
No, just stop. Yeah, you had the kid story and you had the adult story. It's over.
Yeah, leave it the way it is.
What they could do with other villains.
Well, no, not for it. I mean for Joker.
For Joker. Okay, yeah. I would rather see another like not origin story, but like something like this, the dark and gritty done right.
Yeah,
with characters that have not gotten.
Yeah, don't do it for a hero. Do it for villains. For villains, you can go for it. But hello,
Yeah.
no. We've done
No.
for some
Yeah, don't-
but not all of them.
Do not make the Flash like this, or who else? Aquaman,
Flash will
Constantine.
Be like, I don't think Flash.
Constantine worked for already.
Yeah, but I saw that movie happened already, and yeah, it was not for me.
With the
Characters-
damn
With
shame.
Joker, he's always been my favorite DC villain, like since I was a kid, since I saw the '89 film. So, yeah, and the costume was amazing. I don't care what Sean says. That costume was just like the 1960s show, without it being campy, and nobody saw this coming. Like they said, "Oh my God, a Joker movie without Batman is gonna fail," and it made more than Batman v Superman. It made more than Suicide Squad. It's the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. It even made more than The Hangover, which I'm shocked. I'm like, a movie that's, and this is way darker than The Hangover, because that movie.
And it kind of made more than Captain Marvel, I think.
It did worldwide, I think, yeah, but not
worldwide.
Yeah, but it didn't make more than Endgame, because that made another billion. But we'll get to that. But Joker, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it more. But yeah, it was amazing. Like no one thought this was gonna work, and it did, because they got the right people to work on it.
Yep, indeed. And some people say, I don't give a damn about that. It's a good movie argument.
Yeah, the controversy was stupid. They're like, oh, incels are going to kill people in the theater, and nothing happened.
Fucking
people. Yeah, because of The Dark Knight Rises, they thought that was going to happen again, but it didn't.
The controversy for this movie is worse than the Captain Marvel controversy.
It was.
Bullshit.
With that, it's like, oh, yeah, it's a movie promoting feminism, and I didn't feel any of that. I'm sorry. Dark Phoenix did that. Charlie's Angels did that.
And Star Wars. 3 controversy in this year.
Yeah, it's stupid. Just let women be women. You don't have to shove it down our faces.
Oh, not just that. It's that the Star fandom split the pieces. But you know what?
I don't get it. Joker didn't need that, and it made $1 billion. And it's not white supremacy, the movie, because he's with a girl that's black, and they don't dwell on it. It's perfect in the film. It could have been fleshed out more, but I liked it. It proves that he's not a monster. He has human emotion, and I love that. I'm like, oh my God.
When I get to my worst movies of 2019,
let it flow, Josh.
Me too. I'm gonna let the dragon out.
Yep, we're at the hateful dude. Which we'll say that. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that after we get to our best. You're up to 4, right? You're up to 4, Tefia?
Like Joker is a great movie argument. Number 4 is how the best movie that came out in 2019. And this movie obviously fan of this character, obviously fan of the bigger cheese. You want to cut them all, get me back Shazam. I didn't cut them all, damn it. I'll say find you there.
It's my number 4 as well, but we'll get to that. Yeah. What a surprise. Nobody saw this coming either. Like they said, oh, DC, they got lucky with Aquaman. This isn't going to make any money. The only reason this didn't make a lot is because it came out before Endgame. If this came out after, I think it would have done better, but it was hilarious.
It was funny. It was kind of fun. I didn't cut them all. This was a great movie. This was a fun movie. And I like the old New crap. This movie just the character. The New Order was garbage. This story, when they fix it, I would make it better. It's a good story. It's a fun character. I love. I'm hoping only planning to be a sequel. But I love his character. I love cut them all. And then we make it back out of the movie finally. We're gonna get
and so far, this is my favorite of the DCU movies. That's not aside from Joker and the other, separate stuff. Yeah. Because this had Joker's the one, not part of that. I'm saying Joker's it's
part of
the DC universe because it's too dark. Yeah, but I'm saying this one. Like the final battle in this was a Marvel moment. Like with him and his family, that was awesome. I did not expect that. That was a nice surprise from DC. I was like, wow, they had color in a superhero movie. Color,
indeed,
not faded, dark and gritty like Man of Steel. It was nice. It was pointless, and they said a lot. Yeah, and Shazam is better because it has a sense of humor that works. Yep. The soundtrack works. The bright colors work. The Zachary Levi's performance. Oh my God! He really brought a lot of life to this. Yeah.
Zachary Levi, Grace Fulton, etc.
Who was the other ones? The kid that played Freddy was fantastic. He
Yeah,
stole a lot of the movie.
Yep.
What's his name?
Um,
Asher Angel was a great Billy Batson.
Yep.
He brought a lot of humanity to that role because that could have been a nothing role, but he really brought a lot of his A game on that.
Yeah. Right.
Jaman Hansu in his small cameo. The girls in it were really good. The kids and the adults. Yeah.
Marshall is a villain. I love Marshall. I think he played an awesome Dr. Samantha. And I'm glad when Dr. Samantha background. But I didn't even vote. Dr. Samantha, it's kind of one of my first villain. In the comic first villain in the animated series and animated movie, I forgot to do it. It's the first villain. Black Adam, that's his big bad. Dr. Samantha actually is kind of Rex Super or favorite examiner, the mad scientist villain, but for cut them all. I'm fine with them going with Dr. Samantha, but we make sense to go with him first. Don't go with the big bad first. You go with the first main villain, like in the comics. And I'm fine with that. I'm glad they do it because that's over the door to the mindset of evil. With the mindset of evil. Sure, basically the character in sick, but for cut them all, and the main bad guy in mindset of evil is Mr. Mind. Okay, time travel.
That caterpillar thing that was at the end credits. Yeah.
That's Mr. Mind.
Yeah.
And don't let the time. This villain is very smart and is it very deadly. But this villain actually is very more powerful than in Captain Marvel World Jelly. And I know it's weird, but it's really weird and I love it. I'm glad they put the funny stuff and I'm glad they put the fun stuff. I'm hoping to succeed if we get a sequel. And if you can see, this may a more fun movie. DC, focus more on these movies, like Wonder Woman doing right now.
Thanks to this movie, I want a Flash movie in 3 years. I want it so badly because there's a scene where he runs fast, and I'm like, that's what I want my Flash movie. I want that right now. I don't want to wait so long for it because I love that character too.
Same here. I did a great movie.
See a Green Lantern movie.
Yeah.
Well, we all get into HBO Max. But that's not talking about off topic.
Yeah, but Shazam was good fun. I'll get to that when I get to my top 10.
All right. My number 3 top 10 and Best Movie in 2019 is How to Train Your Dragon 3. Okay.
Yeah, I heard it was good. I'll see it eventually.
I love this sequel. But I've seen the first film a long time ago. I never seen the second film, but I never got a chance to. But this is been fair. And this movie was really good. I mean, the anime was awesome. I mean, damn, this movie was pretty awesome. It's a great ending to actually tell a story. That's how all loose ends. It's a great sequel, and this is the best How to Train Your Dragon movie you've seen ever. The villain is very interesting. It's very not my favorite villain in these franchise. I don't know all the villains for this franchise. It's a good story. It's a good movie, and it's very heartfelt. It's very sad because
I heard that it was good. Yeah, emotional. Yeah. But I have that with another sequel that I'm going to get to. Really hated live action Disney remakes. Yeah, I didn't see any of them.
I did. We went. That Maleficent came out this year, and we were talking about one other.
Which one? Oh yeah, Maleficent 2. Yeah, I heard there was just no good Disney live action movies this year, unless there were Marvel. Yeah, they were mostly just rehashes.
Yeah,
or unnecessary.
I didn't see the movie guy doing what we've been talking about.
No, I saw those already when I was a kid. I don't need to see a worse, longer version.
A $41 billion, so they can still keep making them. Fuck! Stop making remakes. Stop it.
I've not seen anymore. Even the ones on Disney Plus, I don't like Lady and the Tramp. I heard it was okay, but I don't need to see it. I could just see the originals. They're available there. They're better.
Yeah, they're better. They have good stories and good animation to them. But you know what? That's not something we need. We say about wish list. Whether or not I see a Bruiser, then I'm on my wish list, but we're going to do it later. And what does How to Train Your Dragon 3 is a good sequel, it's a good movie. I think it's a good sequel, and a good anti-actor story. I did hate it in the Hardy special, but that's fine. Hardy special is going on, but I did a good sequel. Speaking of I completely forgot about I did see Toy Story 4. That also an album on my list.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that sometime.
When is he going
to make a live action? I know, but I'm not gonna see it. I refuse to. I saw a better version this year, but I'll get to that.
Why? What? And Mulan. I actually did see a trailer, but it's all.
It doesn't look like a Disney movie. It looks like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Which I'm up for that.
But it's weird. I'm conflicted. Like if I should see it in theaters or not, or wait till Disney Plus. But
they don't Mushu. Where's Mushu? I want Mushu in movie. We don't wait for God's sake. Where's Mushu? Oh, I forgot.
It's not the cartoon, and it's not going to be a musical.
Yeah, which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
It looks interesting, but why? We don't need it. We got any movie. The movie sounds look great. We don't need to take them out. We know what. Fine, you will go to a direction, go for it. But a witch, well, who cares at this point? You know what? Fine.
Yeah, but let's just keep going. Yeah,
keep going. Right. I'll probably check it out for curiosity because it does look very good. But I'm very conflicted. But
like I said, I love Asian culture, but I don't want it to be boring, and I don't want it to not feel like Disney. Because then I'll be like, wait, what is this? They could have easily called this Asian warrior princess or something, and not call it Mulan. They did that for the marquee value.
Or make it original IP.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not dumb, Disney. I could tell. I could see plenty of Asian films that have the same story, and you just did it for the name recognition. But whatever. We'll see that in March. We'll see what happens.
2020. There we go. My number 2 Captain America movie 2019 is Four Great Fly. A great telling of a story, and it might be a good story about corporation and people. And holy shit, great performance between Kristen Bell and who else was in that movie? I'm trying to remember my memory.
Matt Damon? Was it Matt Damon?
Yeah, Matt Damon.
Yeah. Matt Damon.
Yeah, Kristen Bell, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
This is awesome. Like holy shit, this story is very awesome and bad. And damn, this got dark.
I know. I saw the trailer and isn't it like doesn't it feel like that movie Rush with Chris Hemsworth? Like, does it feel like that?
It does, sort of. But this movie does deal with Forward Far, with the corporation themselves trying to be.
The corporation. Okay, so it's not a racing film. Okay.
It's not just the corporation themselves. It's more about the people in there who do the race as well. It's more about the actual people who actually go get the corporation themselves. That's pretty cool. It's actually a very interesting story, in my opinion. The story actually very fascinating. It's a very interesting biopic, and for one person, it's a great movie. It's a huge surprise. I did not expect any, but then it's for Dr. Logan, so I should be shocked. This movie is awesome. I recommend it. Especially a fan of Matt Damon and Kristen Bell. Their chemistry is awesome. It's a great story, and I recommend it right now. It's really good. I recommend it. Okay, my number 1 top 10 best movie of 2019, which hang on a sec.
Yeah, this won't be a surprise. I know what it is.
My prediction is Endgame.
Okay. Drum roll, please. I thought the movie came out. Drum roll, please. Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. That's going to be a mine as well.
The finale is epic long saga. Holy shit, what an epic finale to an epic saga. And they're a great finale. It wrapped up all loose ends. It wrapped up the movie. It wrapped up the Spider-Man character to all the did a great of it to a great story. I love this movie. It's a great movie. I don't care what the haters say. They did a great at the ending to a great story. And they did do time travel. But it's not smart time travel. And yet, it did confuse time travel. I do like every song right now. Time travel is confusing. But time travel is confusing. It's a movie.
It did not disappoint me. I could have easily been let down. Oh, it's 3 hours long. Yeah, so was Lord of the Rings. And I love those films too. Same. So it's not the running time. It's my enjoyment of the theater. I'll get to that. But wow, just the reaction of that crowd was unparalleled. Like Rise of Skywalker, nobody was acting like that. Nobody was cheering at the end when guess what? Rise of Skywalker, we don't care. They should have said that from the start. In Endgame, they didn't just pull things out of their ass saying, Cap's gonna give his shield to what's it called? To not Bucky, to Falcon, or that Peter is gonna show up at the end, or Captain Marvel's gonna get the Infinity Gauntlet for a brief minute. Yeah, they didn't spoil that in the trailer.
Yeah,
they gave us payoff. They gave us payoff to these characters. Even Tony's death at the end meant something.
So
It wasn't Han
Yes,
dying when
Endgame-
Kylo Ren
yeah, Endgame.
shoots him right through his chest or whatever.
Indeed.
It was a
Endgame
payoff.
is-
It was a death.
Endgame, that
yeah.
it was definitely a payoff. My mom, she loved it.
Kind of hoping to just more heroes in the end game like Free. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for that maybe, or Sentry or Hyperion. Yeah, but we have
Sentry is the problem. Sentry is a very, very psychopathic character that, holy shit, this character is very insane, very brutal, and very dangerous. That, yeah, trying to fight on a team is very, very risky. Hyperion, I can see had to appear at maybe in Squadron Supreme movie, because Squadron Supreme is kind of like more Jetstream, but more like evil. It's not Squadron Supreme is a weird team. I don't know about. I know what.
Yes.
But Sentry, that will be interesting to see in live action. Maybe we'll just do
Endgame, a lot of great moments. Yes, I still have my little complaint with the first hour, but
I know a lot of people did. Trust me.
Yeah, a lot of people know what to put it with. I can understand that. It does start slow. By the end of the point, it's supposed to start slow to build out to get everyone back. And the way they ended the experience is pretty cool.
And the final battle was awesome.
That's what that's
Marvel's line
moment.
Says, "Hey, Peter Parker."
Was hot.
Yeah,
the Cap getting the shield, getting Mjolnir. That was awesome. Like, what were people complaining about? You had to wait 2 hours for it. So what?
At first, when I did first watch this movie, I wasn't a fan of Iron Man's death, but now
I've accepted it
more.
I basically too. It would be send off.
Yeah, it wasn't like a post like with Han Solo in Force Awakens.
And I can't wait to see at the well, I'm glad it's permanent. I'm probably glad they don't bring it back because I don't want to bring it. I want the meantime stay permanent because the ending. They would break something to Iron
Man.
Yeah. And you can't recast them because it's going to be too late. Squadron Supreme should be in the MCU. Next is Black Widow and Eternals, which I know nothing about. So I don't
know anything.
I don't know anything about those characters. I'm just a little bit iffy about the cast. That's my issue with that movie.
Eternals and
Black
Widow should be fine.
Black Widow should be fine. Eternal is one of the parties that I don't know anything about them.
Me neither. I'm hoping it's like a Guardians of the Galaxy.
Same. It's not really kind of like the Inhuman, but in space.
Yeah.
Well, the Inhuman on space, but
that show failed for a reason. But anyway, But Marvel, they gave us a lot this year, a lot more than not even DC, like Fox did. I'll tell you that much.
Fox, which we'll get to that later. But anyway, back on track.
That movie, Dark Phoenix, was a massive.
Oh boy, we'll get to that.
I have not seen that, but I could talk about it because I'm like, the trailer did nothing for me when I saw it.
Well, bad news. Our good friend Sean will be joining it because he's having trouble to connect with his phone because.
Oh well.
Which is it's very tough. I don't want Sean to join us. I really do want to join, but stupid at the internet. Damn it.
At least I'm still here, so I didn't disappear this time.
So hopefully, we can get the rest of their back joining us maybe 2020. If YouTube doesn't destroy it, then the COVID situation, which that is a mind fear.
That was stupid. That was like, everybody's gonna get their YouTube channel shut down, and we're still here. Our voices will be heard. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we're not going anywhere.
We're gonna fight back. Damn it.
We have Facebook. We have Twitter. We have a lot of places where we can chat.
Yeah. We have Twitch. We have videos about Well, not we have a Vlon. Valera with Fred.tv. That will be back on channel. YouTube go to shit. Which actually. And back on track. My number one event in Good Movie Higher Minutes. My top 10 best movie 2019. 2019 very good movie and what's shall we? Who goes next?
I guess I could go.
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah, if back on channel, things go south. TV.
So my number 10 is Toy Story 4. I didn't think we needed another Toy Story after Toy Story 3, but when I watched this movie, I was like, Pixar, you still got it. And
Yeah.
the way this movie just it Toy Story 3 was
Nighthawk
the
is
end
a
of
ripoff of
Andy's
Batman, It's a
story,
ripoff of Superman,
was the
Zarda is a
end of
ripoff of Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that is true.
was the Toy Story 3 was
So
the
were
end of
the
Andy's
boys, that
story,
show that came out
but
this year.
Yep.
but this movie was basically the end of Woody's story, and I do hope that this is the final Toy Story movie for good
Same.
because you got nowhere else to go. It was great seeing these characters
Mhm.
one more time. Keanu Reeves as one of the toys, Christina
Yeah, he
Hendricks
was
as
great. He was
Gabby,
funny.
and the story of Bo Peep and Woody. I was invested in the story, and
Same.
it was it was sad listening to Don Rickles' archival voiceover now that he's no longer with us. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toy
Yeah.
Story 4 just it surprised me.
Same here. It surprised me too. Because I didn't watch the movie. I thought it was gonna be bad, but damn it, it's surprised how me that's gonna be good. Moo.
My now my number 9 would be Alita Battle Angel. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, they got my armor man. I completely forgot about that. Holy shit.
I didn't see it.
know
I have to
why.
see it in the new year.
You're awesome.
The-
It's a fantastic good sci-fi entertainment for you.
This was absolutely good manga film that didn't make anything in the US, but it did good overseas. But Alita Battle Angel was fun. I liked Rosa Salazar as the lead.
Same.
It had an interesting story. I liked the world. The motorball sequence was a lot of fun. I did have my problems, but I'll explain more when you see my best movies of 2019 video because
Yeah.
the way I got it is like a mixed match. So when I do post the actual best of, you'll see all the rest of them movies in the order that I created. Number 8 is Zombieland Double Tap.
Oh yeah, I saw it. That got disappointing in my opinion.
I know there are some fans
I didn't see it yet.
who wasn't
I saw it.
disappointed, but Zombieland 2 for a 10-year long sequel to Zombieland, it was awesome. I liked seeing the cast back. Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, Abigail Breslin. Madison, played by Zoe Dutch, was easily my favorite character in the movie. I liked the newer characters, Rosario Dawson. It wasn't as 100% original as the first Zombieland, but it was still enough in there to make this a worthy sequel. Number 7. This is going to be a little controversial, but Gojira or Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Yeah, that's in my top 10.
I get it.
I gotta say, Dougie.
The human characters are not the best.
Yeah.
They weren't in the first movie, so
They want the best for everybody. You know, it's a lose situation. No one wins.
But the actors,
yeah.
the acting from the human side was really good, and I did like the monster action, especially with Godzilla throwing Ghidorah into another building in Boston, and the music was good, and I like seeing Rodan and Mothra was beautifully crafted. It sucks that we have to wait till November for Godzilla vs Kong, but
Yeah, they had to delay it.
They had to delay it.
But so far, this is easily my favorite movie in the MonsterVerse so far.
Yeah, I didn't do the awesome sequel. I mean, it's not good at the at Kong Skyline, but I don't give it.
Yeah, that,
Action movie, good monster movie, and it was a fun movie. Action is movie for you. Like human characters, they're always that great in every goddamn movie. What did you expect? Art? No, it's monster, but very monster. And for God's sake, we need human characters all the way. So, you know, without monster fighting.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
I'll get to that when I get to my top 10.
Yeah, but I don't get these critics. I really don't. Like, what do they want?
Yeah. They want a deep plot and not a lot of action. That's what they want.
Yeah. Even though Godzilla, we're not always about deep plot begin with. It's all about Benedict monster trying to kill each other. Well, okay, that's not true. And the other Godzilla more like more of a nuclear warfare.
My number 6 is gonna be Booksmart. I've been looking forward to this ever since it was announced, and Olivia Wilde directed a hell of a directorial debut. I like her as an actress. I love her, and as a director.
Dark
The
Fate.
chemistry
Oh, I can agree with
between
that.
the chemistry between the two leads, Beanie Feldstein, and yes, I know, John, your lover girl, Caitlin Dever. The chemistry between the two was really good. That doll scene was hilarious. I thought the writing was very good, and Booksmart was pretty good. Number 5, Doctor Sleep.
I want to see that. I want to see it, but no one took me. Damn it!
It was a damn shame that this movie had to bomb the way it did because
Yeah.
I thought this was a great film. Ewan McGregor, Rebecca Ferguson as a villain. I couldn't pass that up.
Yeah. That movie sounded awesome. It sounded good seeing The Shining, surprisingly. I really didn't want to see it. I never got a chance to. Oh! I completely forgot. I seen the movie. I saw Crawl. Also a good movie of my honorable mentions.
But yeah, Doctor Sleep is a long movie, but it comes out on Blu-ray in January. There will be a director's cut, so
Ooh.
Doctor
That's
Sleep was
pretty
awesome.
cool.
It'll be even longer, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Kim Possible. Number 3, Fall in Love at First Kiss. Number 2 is Captain Marvel. And number 1 is another Olivia Wilde movie, and that movie at number 1 was A Vigilante.
I never heard of it. Was it good?
So
Yeah, it came out
it
last
was
year
awesome.
actually, but
It came out
but
in the
it
film festivals last year, but it didn't get
Mhm.
released till this year.
yeah,
Huh.
that happens a lot sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But those are my top 10, so you can go, John.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I'll be here for a while, but we'll get to the list now. Number 10 is one that Josh already mentioned. I just got this on Blu-ray for Christmas, so it's The King of the Monsters
Nice.
right here. Yeah, it does have its problems. Like I said, the human cast, some of them are hit and miss, but it had more Godzilla in it. The monster action was amazing. The action was well done. Mostly, it didn't feel that long. The score was fantastic in
Yeah,
the
it's good,
theater.
amazing.
That nod to Akira Fukube's original score, dun, 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 dun. I got chills in the theater when I heard that. I was like, wow, they actually put that in a movie that's with an American cast mostly. And yeah, just the monsters themes in the movie, Mothra, Rodan, King Ghidorah, they were all amazing. I like the post-credit scene at the end. It's going to set up something really huge for the next one, hopefully. And yeah, and give this MonsterVerse a chance. At least it got off the ground, unlike the Dark Universe for
Or
Universal.
the DCEU. The DCEU.
Yeah, when it started, it was shaky, but at least now it's doing well.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, this is my favorite movie, Monster. I was gonna see this in theaters no matter what. I love the opening when they put his roar. What else? I thought the story was fine. You bring these the monsters are coming all together, the guardians of the planet or whatever. It didn't bother me.
But Marvel,
and it was a payoff, like, and also the nice nod to Haru Nakajima at the end. That was heartfelt. People left by then, but I'm a huge fan, so I stood for that. And that was. And yeah, and the post-credit scene paid off. They're going to bring back Ghidorah, and I'm happy about that. So they don't kill him off in one movie. And yeah, bring me more of this. I want to see more of the King of the Monsters, because we don't get a lot of these nowadays, and we got like a bunch of them on Netflix, and they're just not as good because it needs to be live action. Yeah, sorry Netflix. Yeah, I skipped that one.
We'll get to that on my list.
Yeah. Okay. Next is number 9 is the Dragon Ball Z movie that came out this year, Super Broly.
Yeah. Oh my god!
This was awesome.
That was awesome.
No good animated movies, really. This was animated, hand drawn, Japanese anime, badass. The fight scenes are phenomenal. The long running time, made it better than any episode of the show recently. The Super Brawl of Super. And yeah, I just thought this was. I'm not a huge fan of the franchise, but seeing this on my cable, I was like, wow, I can see why this has a fan base, and it kicks the crap out of that Dragon Ball Evolution movie from 10 years.
Oh, you're talking about Dragon Ball Super Broly?
Super Broly, awesome. This was one of the.
You really should watch the show. It definitely.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch it because I love anime. I've been a huge fan of anime since I was a kid.
Well,
and this really brought a lot to the mainstream for the U.S.
Well, that's the whole thing I was saying. Why can't we have anime movies? It's kind of a bit of a shame because there are dark anime shows.
I know.
There are two that I'm like, I guess the Western audience.
Yeah, Western.
Western.
Yeah.
That's one way of saying it.
We watch stuff from Japan. We do all the time. I mean, I watch Pokemon every year, and I've watched.
I know that. But it's just I'm
also,
just saying.
Miyazaki's films. They're amazing. His animation is like beyond anything I've seen from Disney in recent years.
Yeah, I agree.
Seriously,
I can understand where you come from. When it comes to anime, it's really enjoyable, but it comes to like shows like Dragon Ball or big anime.
My Hero Academia, which I do want.
That's a seasonal anime. I'm talking about big anime shows that have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes, like Pokemon.
I know.
That it's a commitment that you're gonna have to spend.
That remind me. I'm a Detective Pikachu.
I haven't seen that yet, but I will.
I have. It's literally the greatest thing since sliced bread. They did like the only thing they did right is they didn't do Ash. Ash is the character.
Because I can get it though. I get it because he's more in the anime. So
I'm all for that. Different story.
It's not that. It's just the fact is he's 15, and the anime never ages him up. Even though we've seen him being updated every single decade or so. I'm just saying. I mean, like, dude, the kid has to age. You got to grow with the character, but they don't do that. And it's one way of saying it. The video games are literally the one, or the card games is the one thing that makes the franchise truly special. Yeah. And if you're a fan of the OG era, this is a love letter to you.
It is.
That is the one thing I'll say. And I'm proud that I'm like, if you have a lot of heart, if you take the story or the concept of this universe, you could make it amazing. See, Charizard was just tears of joy, or Mewtwo, that was God.
Yeah. It's nostalgia done right.
It's one of the video here. Did video game done justice? Take no Hollywood.
And
also, I also will say this to my favorite manga series, which she hasn't gotten. The only thing she has is two OVAs and 3 manga series, and that's Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Best movie ever made. Literally the greatest thing since sliced bread, in my opinion. Movie of the year. I don't care what anyone says. Endgame's my second favorite, but this one, I'm. This is a fan that's been looking forward to that film. But
I get you.
So I mean, but
okay. Can I get to my next one?
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay. Yeah, my number 8 is a live performance that they gave on ABC a month ago. It was the Little Mermaid Live. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the cartoon, guys. I love the animated movie when I was a kid. I love this is better than any Disney remake this year. There was no bad CGI. The musical numbers were respectful to the cartoon. I love the actors portraying the characters. Alulai Carvalho, the voice of Moana, she did a great job. It hit nostalgia for me. They showed footage from the cartoon instead of just redoing it with CG and live actors. I love that. So that's a nice mention. Number 7 was John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum.
I haven't seen that movie.
This was awesome. Yeah, a straightforward action sequel that doesn't kill off the main character at the end. That's why I loved it. And it's long, but it's epic. And that scene on the roof with the dogs, they made dogs badass in this movie.
Yeah, they did.
With the scene with Halle Berry and they let the dogs out, I'm like, these dogs are kicking ass. And I'm like, this should be ridiculous, but it's not.
It's awesome.
And the dark tone fits it. The scene where he's walking in the rain, that was art. That was art right there. And, Keanu he still got it, man. He still has it.
Yeah, he's still bad and awesome. I love it.
This I should have seen this in theaters, but it came out in May, so I was running out of time. So, but I saw it and I rented it, so it was worth watching, and I'm gonna get it on Blu-ray one day.
Go on.
Number 6. Yeah, I know the controversy. Oh my God, yeah, she's right behind me. You guys know it. I love Brie. I don't care what anybody thinks. Captain Marvel. Yeah, the first Captain Marvel movie that came out.
Dude, I was say this. That movie's good. The problem is the villain. I thought
he was weak.
He was. I don't even.
Jude Law was just underused. I thought he stood no chance against Brie.
The one thing I will say disappoints me about that film, even though I like that film a lot, and it's not a bad film. I do think Brie Larson is a wonderful Captain Marvel. It's not her.
Yeah.
It's
not her. People got to get off their high horse.
The story.
It's more like the problem is, one, the character is hated since the recent comics, and two, my biggest complaint on the film is I didn't like how they treated the Skrulls. The Skrulls is always a violent, very evil race in a way. There are good Skrulls, but it's more like one or two. It's not an entire race.
Yeah.
Granted, I am hoping when they do Secret Invasion, they can have where Captain Marvel was wrong about the Skrulls. Not all of them are all good. And
that's fine as long as they don't Brie's not going anywhere, guys. She's not going to be recasted. She's staying as our captain. And I'm sorry. They were like, she's a feminazi. She's Rey with blonde hair. I'm like, where is it? Can she do everything? No, she's vulnerable.
Yeah,
she bleeds in the beginning.
And plus, she's the character is very powerful. So I'm like,
I get it.
And the problem is, I'm like, people call her Mary Sue. I'm like, wait.
Comics. She has comics and backstory.
She's a Skrull character and has the power. Creed, whatever the fuck.
Creed.
I mean, she's a very powerful OP character. She's not a Mary Sue. A Mary Sue is where she's gifted of powers, and you don't
and they don't explain it.
They don't explain it fully. They did a piss poor job. This is my only one complaint on Rey.
Yeah.
Even though I do like Rey as a character, I will give it. She is a very OP character.
For no reason either.
Yeah, for piss poor reason. Piss poor.
Yeah. Oh, she's a Skywalker. So what? I don't care. Luke was an OP in the first movie. But anyway, this is about
like I
said. And you know what this did right? The 80s, the 90s references.
Yep.
I love that.
That was cool too.
Mac computers and
Blockbuster.
And Blockbuster Video. Yeah, it's product placement, but it was part of the story. It wasn't like like Man of Steel where they're crashing into an IHOP and they're crashing into 7-Eleven and they're throwing up U-Haul truck. That was
I actually do love that crap because that kind of reminds me a bit of Dragon Ball Z. But
the fight scene, but we had a Dragon Ball movie this year, so that I put the real thing, not a cheap imitation. But anyway, the effects were fine. I like that the movie has color. It's not like, she's sad and depressed like Man of Steel. And also, first female superhero in the MCU that led a movie. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I don't get these people. Like, what do people want?
Yeah. This isn't Elektra, guys. This is not that movie. This isn't like what DC did with Catwoman, that they completely changed her origin and she's bad CGI and she's not even Selena Kyle. No, that was bad. That was bad.
Like Supergirl came out in 1980, I think.
84,
84,
yeah. But I'd rather see that than freaking the Harley Quinn movie next year. What is it? Birds of Prey? I don't care about that. Yeah. That's going to be pandering. That's going to be stupid. And Margot Robbie annoys me. Brie won an Oscar. Brie, I think, is gorgeous. Brie, I loved her chemistry with the black woman. I liked her and Nick Fury together. That was good. So they said, there's no guy characters that are likable. And I'm like, Nick Fury, the de-aging looked fine.
Yeah,
Goose was an awesome new recruit in the MCU, a badass alien cat. Yeah, what else could you ask for? That scene where his mouth goes, that was a surprise. Nobody saw that coming. And I like that Marvel gives us a nice surprise. The post-credit scene where they show her, and they're trying to contact her, the Avengers, and I'm like, people clapped at the end. I didn't hear anybody booing it, so get off your high horse, haters. You don't even know what a real woman looks like. You think a real woman has
personally, I think people are so paranoid on Mary Sue. They're so paranoid. I'm like, dude, you don't know. Like, you can't. If you think that's a Mary Sue, then you can't tell the difference.
They can't. Not everything with a Vag has that. There was no Mary Sues in Shazam.
He was a very powerful character too. So I mean,
and we'll get to that. This movie was amazing. Like, I don't know what people were expecting. It was right before Endgame, and they introduced a character, and I'm like, I want to see more of her. even if it's a cameo.
I do too. I do too. I mean, one thing I'm really hoping is the Miss Marvel show.
Yeah, on Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus. She's a part of it because that's the thing that like Miss Marvel looks up to her. So that would be a really cool, kind of a little bit of like I'm hoping they don't play. I don't hope the general public don't say, oh, they're remaking Spider-Man Homecoming, because she's basically the fangirl of the one.
No, but she's different than Spider-Man. She has like Mr. Fantastic.
I'm just saying, human, but oh my god, she actually she didn't go with the Inhuman Race. She's more of her own character.
They haven't casted her yet, right, Miss Marvel?
Yeah,
they
haven't
haven't
yet.
I mean, there's some people like there's one test screening of an actress playing her, or test screening of potential audition.
Yeah,
it's basically an audition of her, pretty much getting casted. Now, what I've heard is she'll be casted in this year. I heard a bunch of rumors that they're going to start they're going to start making the film or making the show in 2020 and release it in 2021.
Yeah, she's going to be she's in the video game, the Avengers game that's coming out.
I know. And just to tell you a little bit of that, she's the cause of the Avengers reassembling again, which I'm actually really excited because that I'm like, not only gives more boost popularity on her, but it also gives me my wet dream come true. Seriously.
Exactly. What's wrong with women kicking ass in the MCU and in video games and in comics?
I mean, hell, I just want to go a little bit on your whole argument. I mean, we had badass female women in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, exactly. Terminator 2, Aliens. Xena, exactly. We had a lot of them. Even in this decade, we had the Supergirl TV show. I love her. I love Melissa Benoist. I'm sorry. I know you're not into it, but I love her as Supergirl. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's all good. It's good for you. I'm just
even the DC superhero girls I can take more seriously than like someone like Batwoman. Come on.
Batwoman. Oh God! Don't remind me of that.
Batwoman is horrendous. Yeah, she's not badass at all. She can't even wear a mask on.
It's not just that. It's the problem of where's the Bat family? Where's Jim Gordon? Where's Barbara Gordon? Where's all these? Where's all these people?
It's all everything that Batman is. She stole from him. So
it's really annoying. But you know what? That's
but let me get to my number 5, or we're gonna be here for 3 hours. Number 5, yes. I love this character so much. I loved it. The first one, I rewatched it again. It still holds up. I love this. This is my favorite Disney movie of this year. Frozen 2. Yeah, I love this movie. I know they're going to be like, oh, you're a guy. You shouldn't like this. And I'm like,
oh, screw you. That's all I'm going to say.
Elsa is one of the most beautiful anti-heroes I've ever seen in Disney. I love the songs in this movie. Show Yourself almost put me to tears in the theater. I'm like, wow, Disney, you can make animation and move me just from that, the visuals and the music and the voice acting. It really affected me. I mean, I love Olaf. He's my favorite character in this. I love the voice actors. Kristen Bell does a good job. It's good they give Kristoff his own song, "Lost in the Woods." It was beautiful. There was integration in this movie, and it was not dwelled upon, which was nice. You had a black soldier, you had some Asians and Native American tribes. It was integration done right, and I was like, wow, in a Disney movie, and it wasn't forced.
Yep.
And
take that away.
And there was no villain in the movie, but I still love the film. Just Elsa's for the win. Oh, she's also not a Mary Sue because they explain her powers. So
So it was more like an adventure story. Too.
It felt like Spider-Man: Far From Home a little bit because it was like the elements going against them. That reminded me of that. But yeah, it's an adventure, and it was worth going, on a second quest with these characters because I just love these characters so much. Okay. And yeah, I know the target audience is little girls. I get it. I went to the theater in a costume. A lot of little girls were dressed up as Elsa and Anna. I get it, but I get why this made $1 billion and not Terminator: Dark Fate and Charlie's Angels and all these love movies.
I might also say that is the worst movie of mine. You could say anyone that could say Rise of Skywalker. I'm like, no, I'd rather watch that than watch the most. I'm a massive Terminator fan, and
Yeah.
I didn't mind the third or five or four films.
I think it was Divine Machine, then Salvation, then Genesis.
Salvation, I could watch it. I think it's different. It's not it's different without being feminist. But anyway,
I mean, let me just listen. I didn't mind Genesis. I thought they could do a sequel, but yet again, I couldn't see a sequel coming out of that film.
They ruined it with the trailer.
But for me, I was really looking forward to this film. This broke me.
Yeah, I understand. Compared to Force Awakens, yeah, I can see why.
This broke me on my trust on J.J. Abrams. Not J.J. Abrams. James.
Yeah, no, screw that guy. Him and James Cameron. They haven't made good movies in years. But anyway.
I didn't get any director, but I think Darth Vader broke me as well with that.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it. I'm sorry. You make Mackenzie Davis look like a lesbian. How dare you? Yeah. I'm attracted to her. Stop making my women look like that.
I mean, the problem is that you kill off the whole character. This is the one thing. I'll just go on this on one rant. This is the director that says, I don't want to have the chosen one story, but yet you made
he does it anyway with a woman.
Who's not
Spanish girl that looks like Isabella Moner. You know, seriously.
I'm gonna say my Darth Vader when I get my wish list because
I didn't bother with it. I saw Frozen 2 and I'm like, nope, I'm not touching any more of these woke versions of films that I loved when I was a kid. Yeah. So anyway, that movie I have no interest in. I know it's coming out in January. Just no. You can't treat us like that. You can't treat people that way. You can't pretend that this is a reboot and yet it's just two done worse.
Here's the one thing I'll let go on Star Wars is it's a generational story. I mean, each generation has its own main character, so I let that slide. What comes to Terminator, you're expecting John Connor. You're expecting
Sarah Connor.
You're expecting something that is familiar but also fresh at the same time. This makes me take back, like, you know what? I rather watch all the sequels and be happy as ever.
Yeah. At
least 3 Arnold was front and center, not some female.
But Jason had a lot of flaws, a lot of problems. But we had enjoyed what it was. Yeah, the captain would.
And Salvation, at least John Connor, it's Christian Bale overacting, but at least he's alive. He's not, we're going to kill him off in the first 5 minutes.
Well,
if I saw that, I would have walked out of the theater. I would have been like, no, you're not putting me through Han dying again in Force Awakens again. No,
this is the best part. They were planning to kill him off. And you know that Terminator that was in the fourth, that was in the fourth film, the Human Terminator? He was going to take John Connor's skin and put it on him and then win the war. And I'm like,
that's stupid. You mean Sam Worthington's human hybrid of Terminator?
Yeah, he was going to be the guy that's going to defeat Terminator. And I'm like, thank God. And I'm like,
no, that's stupid.
That is stupid. That is the most insulting thing. But yet again, this new one.
Let's know
we'll get to that.
I'm gonna say my worst to it because I'm gonna say my
I'm not gonna see just no more. We don't need any more. Reboot it or just don't do it ever again.
We don't need another old Arnold again. We don't.
We don't.
I mean, look, we've seen it twice now. I'm okay with just rebooting it. Let's all face facts. I mean.
Or leave it alone.
No matter if they do, like I heard people were saying, they're going to do a third attempt. No, if they do a third attempt, this film is going to bomb. No one's going to fucking care. The franchise is dead so far that
it's been dead for a while.
Dead for a while.
Anyway,
you might as well just reboot it and start all over. That's just my opinion.
Or do something different with it.
But
you could go back to the future and let John have his own kid, or that could lead the resistance against. That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, they should do that with Star Wars also. No more Skywalker saga. Leave it alone. Do the Knights of the Old Republic or anything else. Don't touch the old stuff.
I agree. I agree with you on that because
with anything.
I agree on that one thing, because I personally feel like, look, the Skywalker saga has really stretched so much that I feel like we should just
it was over. Yeah, just let it die.
Let's do something else, and maybe, maybe we'll do Luke Skywalker's great grandson.
I want my old bug movie. That's all I want.
Yeah,
awesome. Drop Malgus.
That new game came out. What was it? Falling Order, and I heard that it was great. And Mandalorian. It doesn't ruin the original films.
Yep, they're both great. Yep.
But I'm gonna see it next year. But anyway, number 4. Let's get to the number 4. I want to finish this because you have to do Iron Knight is probably gonna be next. Is Shazam! Lightning with my hands. Lightning with my hands. I love this movie so much, man. Nobody saw this coming. It made me laugh in the theater out loud after having a horrible day at work. The kids actors actually act in this movie. The sense of family and heart that this movie had, all the humanity, really made the movie strong. The film's not too long. There's some things with the mom that could have been fleshed out more, but really, I know. How dare you leave your child, your baby boy, in a crowded carnival and not even look for him? I'm like,
what's fucked up on that? It's like when he finally meets his mom, he's just like, wow. What a total fucking bitch you are. You fucking left me.
You left him as a kid. Bruce Wayne's parents would have never done that. And they died when he was like 12.
And also another thing is, it just shows you how realistic sometimes people are. And it kind of shows you that people do this. And it's just a very good message that sometimes your real family isn't what you should be.
It's more
it's not just blood. It's the love that they give you. And the film never gets too dark. I mean, there's a scene, where the board members get killed off by those creatures, but it's not overly violent. And also, it's the sense of humor saved this film a lot. It's basically a Deadpool for kids.
I can agree with that.
I regret because he doesn't break the fourth wall, but the feel of the movie, when they shoot him in the face and the sense of humor, like, I can't believe I could fly and all that. It just made me smile. I was like, this is the Superman movie I wanted for a long time. And I'm like, Cavill, I'm sorry. Your frowny face did nothing for me. It's just Zachary Levi as this character. This should have been a joke, but it wasn't. It was funny. It was lighthearted, and it was not ashamed to be a superhero movie. It embraced the comic book origins. All the backstory and all that. It embraced it. It didn't run away from it. Like some other films this year. Oh boy. Oh, I'm not gonna get to that. But this was better. This is a sense of humor. It has its tone. It knows what it is. It made me laugh and bring on the sequel. And after this, I want my damn Flash movie, DC.
Same. Yep.
I love Flash so much, and this movie reminded me why. And
Well, give me a Superman movie. I want my Superman movie with my boy John Superman.
Personally, I would rather. I really hope. This is just me. I really want
Dude, the seat at the movie with zombie Batman.
That has to be rated R, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. But don't make Flash R. Make it PG-13, but do it lighter, just like Shazam did. Take notes.
Here's the problem. Just want to say something about Flash. The Flash movie. I don't know about that film.
I want it, man. I need it. Yeah, I know Ezra Miller. I know people were like on the fence with him in Justice League, but this is a new director, new writers. It's not going to have forced humor in it. I really want it to be good. I just want a guy that's lighthearted, that's funny, and can run fast and has a good villain. That's all we need. I don't think we need a deep story. I don't want it dark. I don't want it super dark. TV shows like that.
I want it balanced. That's what I want. I want
balance. You could do like Flashpoint Paradox. I heard that was really good.
Flashpoint is a very dark story.
If you don't want to do that, there's also there was a Lego Flash movie that came out last year that I love so much. You can do like that, but
that's true.
Light. I want it to be light. I don't want it to be him brooding over his dad in prison for the whole movie. That's gonna just depress me.
I personally think yes, that should be somewhat of effect, but it's it shouldn't be the main plot. But
no, it shouldn't be. It should be a flashback or
I think what they should do is do the origin story, But
Yeah,
you know,
quick, not for the whole movie.
Not the whole movie,
You know,
but it's just
his
like
mom dies, Reverse Flash kills his mom, and then he gains the power.
Another option: do Flash Family. Give me Wally.
Yeah, Wally West and the other Flashes as well, and his daughter, or whatever. Yeah, because I love this character so much. People were like, why? Because he's deep and compelling, and he's also fun. He's not. I'm crying. It's all my fault. At the CW show, 6 seasons, and he cries in every single one of them. Like, lighten up a little bit, DC. Lighten up. We get it. He's a tragic character. Yeah. Oh my. It makes
Yeah.
I love the CW, but I'm like, they have to lighten up a little bit. Stop making every character brooding. Not everybody can be Batman. I'm sorry.
Well, the CW is just CW. They like it's a drama type.
It's a drama network.
Teen drama.
I hope Stargirl is good because I don't need another dramatic piece. You know.
Same. That's why I was super rules when I wanted to be extra. I went with Ryan Bump with my maybe I'm saying she was
cheap ass.
Yeah.
Here. I mean.
Okay. Yeah. Number 3 is Joker, another DC movie that was a big surprise.
Yep.
Joaquin Phoenix owned this role. Like, sorry, Jared Leto. This is how you do the Joker the right way. Make him compelling. Make him relatable. But make it dark and gritty, like for adults. This is not a kids movie, and I'm so glad it wasn't. The 70s setting was perfect. I thought it brought a lot of weight to this film. It actually looks like a movie. It doesn't look like a CGI fest, like Suicide Squad's dancing stupid freaking Enchantress and Joker with grills and freaking I'm damaged. We get it. With this movie, show, don't tell. That's why this movie worked. And just the makeup I thought was fantastic. This deserves to win an Oscar for Best Actor. If it does not got Hollywood, you can go screw yourselves, because this is an Oscar-worthy performance. I wasn't seeing Joaquin Phoenix. I was seeing the Arthur Fleck becoming Joker, and it was phenomenal. It was a period piece that worked. It wasn't boring. I was never bored, and it's not an action movie. It's a crime psychological drama thriller. And Todd Phillips did a great job with the cast. Zazie Beetz is great in the film. Robert De Niro has his moments. The other actors in the movie, the midget and the guy that that gets his head bashed into the wall, which I was like, oh my god, I did not see that coming. It wasn't an overly violent movie. Get out of here. It wasn't that. It wasn't a white supremacy movie. There's nothing like that in the entire film. You have a guy that they push too far. He has a horrible day, and he has a laughing condition where people like that. I didn't feel bad for the people that died in Gotham. I was like, they got exactly what they deserved. The people on the train that was bothering him, they hit him with the sign. I'm like, yeah. And you wonder why he took a gun and shot you. I'm like, yeah, because you're assholes, and you deserve what you get. Here, I love Thomas Wayne being in the film, him slapping Joker. I'm like, I felt that in the theater. I was like, wow, rejection. I get it. And then the scene with him and his mom, I get his adopted mother, and he finds out about his past. It was interesting. It's a compelling character about a villain, and they did it right. And him meeting Bruce as a kid, and he puts a smile on him. That was really creepy, but I was like, this is a fan service that was done well, and I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. And Joker deserves all the praise it got. It deserved the high rate of praise it got from critics. It deserved to make $1 billion. See, you can make a comic book movie for adults. Deadpool did it right. Logan did it right. And this movie did it right. So, yeah, that's 3 R-rated movies that worked.
All 3 movies are both R-rated. They both work. Hollywood, take no way to make a good R-rated movie. If you make it R-rated, pay it off.
And I'm sorry, I know Josh is going to disagree with me, but Birds of Prey is not going to be better than this. There's no way it's going to even come close, because it's going to be too colorful and too forced, and Harley Quinn just annoys me. Here, Joker did it on his own without Harley Quinn, and just the mannerisms, the dancing that he does, all the atmosphere of that movie, just it still was with me, man. Really, it did. And I don't know what people were expecting. They were like, oh, it's caused violence in the theaters, and nothing happened. Movie, I came in with a high expectation, came out with a smile on my face. I love the laugh. I love the Joker's character. It's a great freaking movie. Everybody that's an adult should see it. I would highly recommend it for anybody who missed this in theaters. Watch it on DVD next year, Blu-ray, or on the DC streaming service, wherever you can. Just watch it. It's compelling. Ignore what the critics said about it. That like, oh, it wants to be Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. I've seen both of those films, and they're very equally compelling.
Yep.
And and it's a movie that it surprised the hell out of me. I was like, wow, it was tailor-made for me as a fan of the character, as a fan of DC, and as a fan of of clowns. I was like, this was what I wanted from a Joker movie. Anyway, number 2, I just got this on Blu-ray. I don't have a 4K player, but I love this movie anyway. Spider-Man: Far From Home. Yeah. The emotion this brought after Endgame, that dark, ending with, Tony Stark dying. They remind you that Tony is around. Even though he died, his presence is throughout this movie. Tom Holland does an amazing performance. Yes, I know he's a Brit. I'm not a hypocrite. I still have my reservations on them, but he is a great Spider-Man. He brings a lot of emotion to him and to Peter Parker when he's in Europe and he just wants to be with a girl to kiss her. I get it. I get that. As a heterosexual male, I get that in full swing. But anyway, and Mysterio, a character in the comics that was not taken seriously here, Jake Gyllenhaal brought a lot of weight for him. I mean, he wasn't as good. He wasn't as good as Michael Keaton. Keaton still owns as the Vulture. That was the best villain of 2017, hands down. Like I was just like, I had chills in the theater seeing my Batman from the 80s be a villain, a great villain, and just was threatening in the suit and outside of the suit. The visuals in this movie were amazing. All the trickery that Mysterio was doing to Peter when they showed Iron Man coming out from the grave. That was
very creepy.
And it's like, it's your fault that he died, and he's like, and the glass cracking. That was awesome. When Spidey got hit with the train, I didn't see that coming. The scene at the end, when Mysterio dies, and then the post-credit scene, I was like, oh my god! Seeing Jameson again, I clapped in the theater, and then the reveal. If you haven't seen it, spoilers. Like he's like, I have something important to tell you. Spider-Man is Peter Parker, and I was like, what? Oh my god! I didn't see that coming. Just the look on his face, the Deadpool, oh my god, he said my identity to everybody in New York, and I'm like, yeah. But it was a bombshell that no one saw coming. And the new suit, the black suit, they did it right here. It's not the Venom suit, but Venom, this is how you do it. This is how you do a funny, a heartfelt, sequel, a follow-up to Endgame. This was a hard feat, but it reached it. And Zendaya was good in the film. I love Ned. He makes me laugh a lot. That beginning when they put that Whitney Houston song, I clapped in the theater, and people looked at me like, "Wait a minute, these characters died. What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, I love those actors playing the roles, and it was a nice setup." And it doesn't ignore the fact that it's a superhero movie. It doesn't hold back. And to follow up Endgame, that was hard. Like no other movie I think could have come close. But this movie sold me. I loved it. It's the best Spider-Man sequel since Spider-Man 2, easily. Forget Amazing Spider-Man 2. That never happened. This is how you do it right. It doesn't have 3 villains. It doesn't set up an ending. It doesn't show the ending in the trailer. It was everything I could have asked for. And if people were disappointed, I'm like, I'm sorry. It's a comedy. It's not going to be as dark as Endgame. And then the references, JB Smoove saying, "Yo, they're getting come together like Power Rangers."
Yeah, that was good.
I love that reference. Yeah, it just made me laugh. I had a smile on my face the whole time. So that's my number 2.
Yep.
And number 1, it's the same one as you, Tevya. I love this movie so much. The best theater experience I had all year.
Endgame.
Yes. Everything you could have wanted the Avengers to go through at the end was paid off in this movie.
To me, that movie is the greatest movie of superhero period.
Yeah. This and the first movie are just, to me, masterpieces. Like nothing can touch them. I love this movie. Every actor in this movie puts everything. The emotion in this movie drained me. I was like, every scene in this movie is like an emotional roller coaster. You go up, then you go down, and I was like, wow, it paid off. Everything. The Cap's flashback, in the 70s when he sees Haley Atwell again. What was it? Agent Carter.
Yeah, Agent Carter.
When Tony sees his dad, I almost cried. I was like, oh my god, this is Stan Lee's cameo. Thank you, Stan Lee. Rest in peace. You will never be forgotten.
Yeah, that was a great cameo.
The scene where Hawkeye, the beginning, when Hawkeye loses his family, people were
That was
gasping.
hard.
I was
Holy
like, what?
what?
They just vanish and he's looking for them. And like, I get it. I'm emotionally invested in the characters.
Yeah.
That's why the 3-hour running time did not bother me.
I like
And,
Justice League with Feldman.
You know, Scarlett Johansson, I love her as Black Widow. She brings a lot of, she's not in a lot of the action, but her emotion really brings it full through. Scott, whatchamacallit?
Scott Lang.
You know, Paul Rudd, there's a reason his lines were long at Comic-Con because he is a great guy. You know, he's a great actor. He brought a lot of charm to the movie. You know, seeing Black Panther come back, Spidey come back, Wakanda's coming back, Doctor Strange coming back, everybody coming back, and it was just it was the smorgasbord of awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't felt like this since I saw the last Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah,
The final battle, that was amazing. It was visually stunning. The effects were awesome. I was 15 minutes just cheering, like clapping. I loved it. Like the adrenaline in my veins were just, it was unparalleled. I couldn't stay sitting. I was loving every moment. The scene where Thanos just snaps his fingers, I'm inevitable. And he's like, wait a minute, what happened? And then Iron is like, I am Iron Man. I'm like, yeah. There's a reason you will not top this, Rise of Skywalker. You couldn't have the payoff this movie had. You tried to remake the Jedi. This movie was like the Return of the King of superhero movies.
Yep.
It's long, it's epic, it has a payoff.
I mean, my biggest problem, I will say this one thing about Endgame. My biggest issue with that movie is, I will say, as much as I love it, it kind of ruins Thor's story to an extent.
Which one? When he's fat?
No, not just that, but it's just like at the end of the film, he doesn't want to become king anymore.
Oh, yeah.
He gives the leadership and everything to Valkyrie.
But he's got there's a fourth movie coming out. So
what are we going for? And before you go any further with that, that's before he goes with the Guardians. So I'm thinking, what are we going with Thor now?
I want to see Mighty Thor because I want to see Natalie Portman back. I love her.
I'll say this: in the comics, she's freaking amazing. They're gonna have to make up one big excuse to bring Mjolnir back because
Mjolnir.
But I love Natalie Portman. Just her with a hammer just sounds so hot to me. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey Thor, what's up? I'm back." I'm gonna be like, "Oh baby, yeah," because I love her, man, so much. I love her in the prequels. I'm sorry, guys. I saw her when I was 14. What do you expect? Yeah, a female Thor with blonde hair and with gorgeous features, with lipstick. I saw her at Comic-Con, and I'm like, yeah. Can't wait to see you in live action. See, I can be open-minded.
Hey! I didn't. I'm like, and that's another thing too. We're gonna have to retire Thor eventually. We're gonna have to retire him because eventually. I mean, let's all face facts. Captain America is passing the mantle to Falcon. He's going to be the new Captain America.
In the TV series, next year. Falcon and White Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
I'm seeing that.
Eventually, someone is going to replace Iron Man, maybe possibly Ironheart. Consistently hearing rumors on that. I also personally, I don't mind Beta Ray Bill and Jane Foster Thor taking the mantle of Thor. I mean,
it doesn't bother me. They've already established his character in the first two movies. And Portman needs this.
Beta Ray Bill hasn't really introduced yet. So
well, what happened?
I know you mentioned it.
What happened? Wait, let Josh just stay.
Josh?
What?
Not to mention, I'm here. You hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you. It's a little low, but yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
All right, I'm just trying to keep
Go ahead.
my voice down.
Go ahead.
But not to mention everything John said, the part when Scarlet Witch gets her revenge, Thanos, that got the biggest reaction out of me when Scarlet Witch got revenge.
I don't even know who you are.
You will.
That's awesome. Yeah, I just
badass.
I lost it.
And dude, and the director said that she could have taken down Thanos on his own.
Her or Captain Marvel, but people are like, oh, that's feminism. Killed Thanos, really? No, but no, I still, this was a spectacle, and something that's rewatchable
Yep.
I could never rewatch Rogue One or The Force Awakens ever again, thanks to movies like this and Civil War and the Guardians of the Galaxy. I already got any Star Wars. I don't need another one. Yeah. Rewatchability is why I watch these MCU movies. I saw all 23 of them last 11 years. I've not missed a single one of them, and it's because of payoffs like this.
Still waiting for Static Shock movie. I love the Static Shock movie. That's good for years.
Static Shock?
Yeah,
Static Shock. I never saw the cartoon, but
it's a masterpiece.
I'm done. So I guess Iron, you can go next.
I'll go with the best.
Yeah, first, and then we'll do worst next.
We'll do worst next, Rich.
I'm dying for that. Okay.
Make sure it's rage.
I'll put these away. Yeah.
Number 10 is Child's Play remake. Great.
Yeah,
film.
I didn't hear a lot. Yeah, I heard people were mixed on it.
I'm a fan of the Child's Play franchise. It's better.
The first one was amazing.
I would say the first two are amazing. I like 3.
I think 3 is fine. 4 I haven't seen. I haven't seen Seed or Bride or any of those.
Okay.
Because I heard those were horrendous. Yeah.
They're not as okay. Curse of Chucky is by far the best one out of all of them.
Same.
It has the great kills. You have Chucky have a good design on him. It kind of connects to the first film, but it kind of sort of retcons certain things.
It retcons 4 and 5 in distance.
No, it doesn't really. It acknowledges them, but it's just kind of like a soft reboot. The Cult of Chucky, I have fucking issues with.
I thought it's pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah.
Dude, the fucking movie literally had nothing to do with Chucky. It was
I bet that. I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that it was like something different.
It was
like, what?
boring, dull, and when Chucky came, it was like, oh, cool. And then they wasted a specific iconic character, and I'm like, oh, is he going to be in the next film? Oh, yeah, he's going to be in the next film, all right. But literally, he has nothing to do with the plot.
Exactly. It's like the Hellraiser sequels after 3.
Yeah, that's true.
That fucking franchise should have.
Everybody dead, Billy. You need to die.
Yeah. Stop remaking them. You can't do it better than the original.
Did you come out this year? Oh boy, they were bad. I see.
Josh saw the last one and he hated it, and I'm like, I don't blame you. These movies have not been good since the original.
I stopped after 4 because
literally 5 was awful. Yeah,
those movies, it stopped being Pinhead story.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like him guest starring.
I know. Hellworld and Deader and all that. Yeah, they're all garbage.
In fact, I would be honestly not Hellraiser scripts. They were the other movies, but they put Hellraiser in those scripts and made Hellraiser. Then Hellraiser and all.
Yeah, it's good, but you're not going to top the original of all the films.
Yeah.
But I'll say, I don't know. I'll probably watch it for Halloween next year.
I do recommend you watch the Child's Play remake. It reinvents the entire franchise. It makes things very great. And, personally, I like it a little bit more than the original. Because, you have Andy not be annoying or just stupid. And it really takes things a lot more realistic, but also very cool. And you just feel a little bit sorry for this Chucky. And it's like, oh, he just wants to be friends with Andy. That's all. I mean, what more can you want? But it's a very well-made film, and and that takes a lot for me to say, because when it comes to remakes, I don't expect to be better than the original. It takes very rare for me to say that was better than the original.
Yeah, I know. No one said that on Elm Street.
Just say those movies don't exist. Anyway, go to number 9. What's one movie called? Godzilla.
King of Monsters.
Godzilla King of Monsters. Very great film. Good story. Very fan service for me for kaiju monsters.
Definitely.
I'm super hyped for Godzilla versus King Kong, but I'm also very concerned because we're going to have extensive reshoots and
that would be.
That was stupid, Warner Brothers. How dare you?
I mean, I swear to God, they fucking ruined King Kong versus Godzilla. I'm never going to support them ever again. I would rather support Disney than spend a second with their films, because honestly, you ruined my favorite film that I wanted to see from the day I was a fucking kid, and now you destroyed it into every little pile of ashes. I hope you don't make another Godzilla film. Personally, give it to Disney or Sony to have Godzilla, to have the next Godzilla. Don't give it to Warner Brothers. They're incompetent.
They already have enough. They already have their DC universe to worry about. So
yeah, they do.
Yeah. And Harry Potter, but that's another story.
That's another story. Anyway, let's go to number 8. It would have to be. Hold on, just give me 1 minute. I have all the lists on my thing. Give me my list. Okay. It would have to be Spider-Man Far From Home. Very great film. Really enjoyed it. I really felt that the story was innovative and cool and awesome. Just overall fantastic. I just really felt very loving every minute of it.
Yeah.
And number 7 would have to be My Hero Academia. Very great film. First film.
It sounds troll, something joke.
Yeah. Block 'em. That was a movie this year, My Hero Academia. I thought that was a TV show.
No, well, it got a movie.
It got a movie.
I didn't see it in the theater.
It's
Super Broly got released in January this year.
Those films came out, and you know the thing that reminds me of that? My Hero Academia really reminds me of the MCU. All Might is kind of like the Iron Man, the hero everyone looks at. I mean, it just reminds me of that a lot. And also the whole bonding between Deku and All Might just reminds me of the whole relationship between Spider-Man and Peter. Just really greatness at its finest. Just the ending was just, oh God. The one thing I'll say, the music in My Hero Academia, just it fits it like a glove. I really love that whole show, and I hope that season 4 does come out sometime later next year. Hopefully, we don't have the same problem.
Season 4 is always at the on Funimation, it's on Funimation. So and
no. I'm talking. Wait, it is on there? I don't know. Oh, I must have missed it.
Yeah, I think so.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Could be all with it. Yeah.
All right, then. I guess season 5. I guess I must have said missed. Yeah, I must have said.
Season 4 is on there now.
Oh, it's on in there? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've been on Dragon Ball Super a lot, so I don't know. And I would say number 8.
I think number 8. Yeah, I think you're past.
No, we'll just go with number 7.
Yeah. Number 8, My Academia. Number 7.
Number 7 is the. Fuck, I can't. I'm trying to remember. Like, I only see a very few films, so forgive me on my short list if you could say.
I understand.
Oh, fuck it. Just literally just go on this one. Sorry, I'm cheating on this one. V Wars? It's a Netflix show.
Actually, why not?
That can count.
It's coming up anyway, so.
There are only a few films I've seen, and it's just V Wars was a really great show, so I decided to put it on my list just because. Yeah, I mean, great show, takes the vampire genre to different levels, and just really good. The hell's
Continue.
The second one, the 6th, is the Lion King film.
The remake?
The remake. All right, film. Didn't expect much. It felt very just playing it safe. It didn't felt like they put their heart and soul on it. It just felt like a very passion. Yeah, let's just throw it in there just because we're remaking every Disney film we ever put out. So, yeah. I'm like, why did you have to remake this film if you're not going to put you're all in on your film. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember did a rant on this remake saying, Disney, you don't need to remake this film. What is the point? You're going to have a 2D animation. Now you have a 3D animation.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah, and they look soulless and boring.
It does look soulless.
I get what they're trying to go for, but it's like it's not necessary. It's a film. It's a remake type film where it's unnecessary to do.
Yep.
So, yeah, the next movie would have to be yours truly, Captain Marvel, number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic film. I really enjoyed it. I'll say it again. I'll say it once. My main issue was the Skrull. I'm really hoping the sequel does it better and go forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping she appears in Miss Marvel show, which I am super hyped. That is the number 1 show I'm most looking forward to out of the entire Disney Plus. Right next, and the second is the What If show, which is I'm dying to see how that's going to go because that's going to be endless what if scenarios. What if Thanos did got all the Infinity Stones?
Yeah, I can't
God.
wait to see the MCU show.
What if Thanos won again?
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's really amazing just to see all that crap. And it's just so. Yeah, let me go on. I'll just put it in this whole thing. The fifth one would have to be yours truly, the one and only, fucking Joker. I really enjoy that film a lot. I think that film was really great, and just overall, it took a realistic standpoint. And I feel like, you know what, just stick with your good at, Warner Brothers. Just stick with your good at.
Great.
These solo movies.
Yep.
Solo movies and
movies.
realistic. I'm like, all they're good at is just solo films and trilogies.
Not so much, buddy.
They suck at universe because let's not face that.
Yeah.
It's very hard. You're going to have to I could say this once, I'll say it again. It is very hard to just try to put everything in one basket, and they just fail so hard. And it's just honestly, I'm tapped out. I don't like what I'm seeing, and I think it's garbage. And I honestly kind of feel that, I hope that they do better, which this one really was looking forward to. And I'm very surprised because I really wasn't really looking forward to this film. I thought this film was going to suck.
Yeah, people said that. They were comparing it to Venom.
Yeah.
There's no horrible CGI in it. There's none.
Yep.
Venom is Venom. I mean, I didn't expect much about that film.
Yeah. But this is an actual film. It's a movie. It's not a highlight reel.
It's not like.
And also, the reason why I think people didn't like it is because it reflects humanity a lot.
Yeah,
it does.
That's what they were afraid theaters were going to get shot up. And I'm like, I went to the theater and nothing happened.
Yeah, I saw no gunshots, nothing.
Yeah, there was nobody in masks or makeup. Or they're like, oh, people are going to destroy the movie with murder. I'm like, that was Dark Knight Rises. That was 7 years ago. We're over that. And that was in Colorado. That was far away from where we live, where all of us live.
And also,
Josh lives the closest to there. But anyway, go ahead.
And also, another thing is just I feel like with the whole film, it really makes it very good. But for me, I just hope that they reconsider. Yeah, I know. Hold on, I'll be right back. I just got to go do something for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like he said, that movie was not the controversy. Just people just pulled that out of their ass.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
I mean, more like my putting fuel to the fire. And look, I can see kind of well, this kind of has been so bullshit. It's just stupid. And also, the Star Phantom is controversial beyond belief, but this controversy was even just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But the Star Phantom is so split the piece. It is, you know what? That's not talking about it, but we'll be able to talk about that. But that is a minefield itself, and I don't want to talk about that. I'll show it in a video someday. But anyways, we should probably get our worst movies, right?
Yeah, we should start with that until Iron Shadow is back.
Okay. What do you really want to talk, John Matthew? We're gonna top 10 with movie 2019. Too bad 19 but we're also a lot of bad ones.
Yeah.
Oh boy, where's a bad one that came out this year? And I took this on mentions. Make that 2 just on mentions.
Yeah, I only have 2 as well.
Yeah, just on mentions.
I have 10.
I know, Josh. You had like 21, I think.
I took on mention and 10.
But we're just doing 10 because 21 will take too long.
Okay. My first on mention is replicas.
Yeah.
This movie was garbage. Holy shit, this was bad.
Yeah, this would have been bad in the 2000s, much less this decade.
Like, I love Keanu, but this movie had instant concept, but they fucked it up.
Yeah.
It's an editing concept with cloning. It's an instant idea. And it's the one with the concept and done to that, but I that concept. But the million with the evil corporation, that's where they don't want the shit. You took it and you fucked it up. Stop doing bad science, Hollywood. Stop it. It's playing January. Oh, wait, that's a movie. Fuck. No, bad.
I'm not wasting my time because I could see better sci-fi movies from like the 90s than that.
I ain't seen it video. I saw it on demand. Well,
yeah,
I saw it on Redbox. My mom liked it. Stupid. But to see that look bad as well. It was stupid. My next element is, I know big and hating this, but Zombieland Double Tap. Okay, here's the thing. This movie, Advance of Zombieland, this was a okay sequel. No, we want Zombieland because it was kind of disappointing, in my opinion.
Okay, I'm back now.
Oh, you're back. Yeah, continue.
Vernon, I'll just make this short and sweet. I'll just the next one would have to be Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Yes.
Yeah. Great film. I'm hoping whenever they get their ass shit out of their eye goggles, whatever the hell you want to call it, start making the anime. Because if you're reading the manga, because it takes place after the Broly film and after the Tournament of Power, it just really kind of pisses you off because I'm like, great, we have this brand new villain that's fresh and awesome, and yet we don't get it animated.
Nope.
What the actual fuck? I mean, this is so dumb. I'm fucking crying out. It's almost 2 years now, and yet nothing. You hyped this shit up twice now. I'm not gonna be fooled again.
For you want to see me? For twice see my new.
I mean, just yeah. I mean, we'll see how things go. Definitely recommend the anime if you haven't seen it, and also read manga, because if you want to see what's going on, go read the manga. I can give you the chapter where the recent story arc, where it begins and goes forward. But
yeah, they give the show on Cartoon Network, so I guess I can watch it there.
Well, it was on Cartoon Network all year. It's on. All the DVDs are out. It's all 10 DVDs for the show. For Super, for Dragon Ball Z, it's like 9. Dragon Ball, like 5.
Speaking of My Hero, I'm very excited that can sequel to My Hero Academia for this movie.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes, because we don't know where that's gonna. I heard some recent things about that stuff.
Yep. Same here.
But I mean, besides that stuff, I mean, next movie is Shazam. Really great film. I'm looking forward to Black Adam sometime in 2021, and Shazam 2022.
Yeah.
And because they're gonna have to make these films like back to back and kind of like keep the kid actors still on board, because when you're a kid, you age pretty quickly.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I know.
And look at it. They had to CGI on those kid actors just to make them look like the last film.
Yeah. But it actually works surprisingly. It actually worked surprisingly.
If they play their cards right, they'll do it again.
Yeah.
But besides that shit, I mean, it was a great film. Looking forward to Black Adam. Hoping we'll see Superman sometime in the Shazam series.
Yeah.
Yeah, but done right.
Done right. Yep.
None of this dark and gritty crap.
we got cut them out in scene 3. So
screw the Snyder cut. Seriously.
the Snyder cut, let it die, people.
It doesn't exist, guys. Get over it. We're gonna get better movies in the future.
I'm tired of it.
Snyder cut. It's gonna be on HBO Max, and I'm like, I don't have HBO Max.
It's too late. It's
too late.
They're not even done.
I mean,
this isn't like the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2.
Yeah,
it's
the
not
Richard
gonna
Donner
be
cut,
like
people
that.
wanted that for a decade. The Snyder cut, look, Justice League came out. It came out, and what we got, it may have been bad, but it wasn't.
No, it was fucking terrible. It was the worst garbage fucking movie.
Yeah, that's true. It was terrible. It's the movie that we got.
It's like, okay, let's show.
I gotta say that. I understand, Josh.
I want to say this right now. Let's show our true colors and see how people react. Yeah, people knew where you were going with Warner Brothers. You wanted a movie that was trying to please audience, and guess what? Your movie
will be in face.
Failed.
Yep.
And that's why Justice League is a failed property. Huh? What'd you say?
Josh?
I blame the critics.
Yeah, and I also blame the studio for rushing it.
But interfering with that movie. You can have a movie interfere with Quiddy.
Dude, it was like insane hearing all the bullshit on Justice League.
It was a production nightmare.
Also another thing too, hearing Darkseid was going to be in this film, I'm like, oh dear God, I thank God we haven't seen him, because either two things would happen. You either have the Apocalypse direction, which he looks like Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers, or he looks like.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah,
I'm glad that didn't come out this year. But we got another one to talk about.
Yeah,
later,
which we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that. I have a billion things to say about that film.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Anyway, or you could do the Thanos direction, and I hope whenever they get their asses. But yet again, Warner Brothers can't think straight. They always have their corporate business mind.
Yep.
At least
just like Disney, yeah.
Yeah, this is
Disney to a certain extent, but at least where they know they fucked up.
That's true.
I could say like, oh, what about this movie? What about that movie? Like, I mean, certain movies this year failed on their end. And,
Dumbo.
Yeah, Dumbo. Oh, that's not just all I mentioned.
I mean, but at least they acknowledge and improve. That's why I respect them. That's why I still hold their trust. Go on. Josh?
There? You here?
Josh, there?
No.
I was just saying, I didn't mind. I'm here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay, continue.
Saying I didn't mind. I was saying I didn't mind the live action Dumbo.
I gotta say that.
Okay, that's fine. That's cool.
I'm glad you enjoyed it more than I did.
I didn't care. I didn't care for it.
Yeah, you weren't missing much.
I mean, and I didn't really see it, so I just kind of let it go. But I know when Disney fails, and I kind of let's say, hey guys, you got to improve, and they improve, and they do better. That's why I still hold that trust on them. It's gonna take hard to break it. That's all I'll say. But when it comes to Warner Brothers, they've failed so many damn times.
Yeah,
I just want to suicide myself every time. They remind me on Sony and fucking 20th Century fuckface.
Yeah, which doesn't exist anymore. Now it's Disney.
Yeah,
Fox.
They got bought. Speaking of New Mutant may come out in 2020.
I think it's for the best because they were going to ruin more franchises that they already did in this decade.
Don't even Terminator, the Predator, mention Aliens. They already showed the food footage.
I blame them and Ridley Scott. I do not care what anyone says. They ruin Alien.
And Predator.
That too. But I mean, they ruined Alien and Predator so bad that I'm like, okay. Well, Predator actually, no, take that back. Predator could survive. I mean, they could do another film and just say,
that's true.
Go forward. They could just pretend that never happened. Alien, they fucked up the entire war, the entire universe, the entire.
They did.
I mean, I'm like, I want to scream, and I will say this: if Disney hires Ridley Scott to come back to do Alien again, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah,
Well,
no, he'll probably be dead by the time they do the next movie, which will be a sequel, not a
yeah,
prequel.
basically not
Because the
prequel.
prequels don't work. I'm sorry, they're boring and they missed the point of why the xenomorphs exist.
Hey, Mitch,
They wanna
wait,
be fucking stupid.
look, we knew that if we rest in peace.
Anyway,
We're back on track.
but let's just go with like kind of like my last films. I mean, it's a very
Okay.
short list. Number 4 is number 4. Actually, no, I don't. Actually, I only have like 2 films.
Okay. Go to
I'm just literally just speedballing this thing. And not unless you put me on other shows like I watched shows this year, and I'm watching The Witcher, great show,
I love
Mandalorian,
that show.
fantastic season, both great shows. Impulse, really great YouTube show, takes the superhero genre next level. I really enjoyed that. Season 2 was great. Hopefully season 3 comes out sometime 2020 or 2021. My final 2 is Avengers Endgame. That movie is very special. Just not only that
It's
film
the
is-
king of the mountain. Yep, Roger
Yeah,
Skywalker not
it's
gonna top
King
it.
of Man.
You will not beat it.
Actually, no. Well, thanks you mentioned Star Wars.
But again, it's still not gonna top it. It's struggling at the box office.
It won't.
One at a time.
Well,
Yeah.
that's like a Star Wars problem that always happens.
Yep.
But I mean, people like it or people don't like it. But I mean, that's just how it is. If people can like the prequels, then fine.
Yeah.
That's true.
At least they didn't destroy the lore.
I mean, well, the lore it's they're reinventing it. So
Yeah, at this point, we'll be here all day if we talk
Yeah,
about
but
it.
I'm glad I didn't see that movie. I wouldn't put it in my top 30 list.
Yeah, but that's not talking today.
All right. Avengers Endgame, really great film, great story, really great ending. Rise of Skywalker, we got to talk about that film a little bit.
Okay.
Great conclusion to the sequel trilogy, but it doesn't conclude to the whole Skywalker saga.
Yeah,
it didn't.
that was Return of the Jedi. I'm sorry. It was.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it like, look, it's a
Yeah.
2-point. Like, I look at you got to look at it like just its own little story, its own little.
Story, saga.
Remaking the originals, yeah, that's a story, please.
Well, it's not just remaking it. It's more, I think, more old generation in itself.
This is not my generation. This
Well,
is the
I
millennial
can understand
generation.
Well, it's pretty much people who did. Like for me, I enjoyed the trilogy. I didn't mind it. However, I had issues with it. The problem is, I feel like, you know what, it is what it is. It's going to be a very diverse trilogy.
Diverse would be divisive, not diverse.
Yeah.
Divisive.
But
That's
yeah,
Anyway.
it's going to be diverse on how people think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just like it's going to be diverse on how people look at it, people see it on it, and overall, I think it's a good story. Overall, I enjoyed Rey's story, even though there's other questions I wanted to know about that I won't get in the films.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, and a lot of it, I still kind of like. You know what? Why couldn't they just keep Luke around?
That's
Because
what I said.
Because JJ had nothing to do with. He had nothing to do with him. He had nothing to do for Luke or the original cast because we lost Carrie Fisher and Harrison was killed off early. So what else did I have to look forward to? They didn't kill off Lando, but still they could have done more too.
Well, here's the thing about Han Solo. The actor does not want.
Yeah, Harrison Ford didn't want to be Han Solo. I do respect that. I understand where you came from. Like, for better or for worse, he wanted to get killed off.
He wanted to kill off so bad, so he kind of said, "Okay, we're going to kill you off, no problem."
Fine.
They did it wrong. Sorry.
Well, I kind of disagree. I think they did it right. But
yeah,
for me, I mean, the whole thing on that, whatever.
Even the dogs don't care about the movie.
Very good.
He's probably lost against Marvels right now. Just to end it all, the whole thing on the whole trilogy. it's a good film series. I enjoy it. It's just that I wish I had more answers.
Same.
On Luke, what happened to Luke, on the 30-year time gap, they keep mentioning it in the sequel trilogy, and yet we have to expect something to happen. I mean, it gets, let's just say, you want answers. You just want answers and how that all goes. However, we'll see how things go and go forward in the next Star Wars movies. And
yeah, I'm not counting on it.
Yeah.
I'm out. I was already out after Rogue One, so
yeah. We're gonna wait to the future until the next Star Wars movie. But until then,
at least we're gonna have a long break. We're not gonna get another movie.
That's why I'm out for a long break.
I need to heal. I need time to heal because I'm sorry. This lead girl robbed me. And I don't need her to helm another franchise ever again. Trust me.
Which again, that's another topic.
She just rubbed me the wrong way. That's why that Chaos Walking movie got delayed. I'm glad.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a movie with Tom Holland. It's based on a book, and I'm like, no, I'm not interested.
Sound interesting.
Because I saw the cast list and I was cringing. So I'm like, delay it as long as you can. Just put it on Netflix if people want to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the worst list, Tevye, because you left.
Oh, fuck me. What the fuck happened?
All right.
What happened?
Okay, wait.
You there?
Let's just continue. Let's move on.
All right. Let's just go. Anyway, great movie overall. Done with it.
Yeah. All right. What is the worst list?
And also, just the last one is Alita Battle Angel. Dream Come True. Can't wait to see. I hope there's a sequel, but I have fear of the worst because Abrams has not.
Not
ever since
James Cameron.
James. Oh fuck me. So much J shit.
Yeah, too many J's. Yeah.
You're right, James.
James Cameron. Dear God, I hope he doesn't do what I think he's gonna do. Anyway,
connected with Avatar.
No, it's just like
Avatar.
Do the worst quality film like he did with Terminator Dark Fate. He produced it. He helped make that film. He helped writing the team. He was a part of the story staff. I'm scared shitless on what he's going to do for Avatar 2 because
I know.
Because Avatar, I'm thinking he's probably going to take out every single storyline we have seen in Hollywood in the past 2 decades. Now.
Yeah, I can see that being the case.
And he's going to call out on it, and everyone's going to try to say his movie is trash, and the film is going to bomb because he took too long to make it.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Moved on. Audiences are involved.
Avatar was a one-time thing, in my opinion. It has really end.
Visuals, good visuals can't make up for a lackluster story and boring pacing and way too long running time. James Cameron, stop making your movies as long as Scorsese or Peter Jackson.
Movie as long as they have a story.
I don't want to be bored out of my mind. All beautiful visuals, effects. I get it. It's visually stunning, but the characters, I could care less about them.
But back on track.
Yeah, that's
but anyway.
And granted, if that was Alita, hey, I would have no problem with that.
Alita wasn't 3 hours at least. And it wasn't just visual.
3 hours.
But anyway, I mean, we'll see how things go on the Alita sequels, if there is anyone. I just want an anime series, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Let's go on Let's go on the worst.
Let's get the worst. Okay.
Good God. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just on my mental after that for like my budget. I'm a replica, which we were talking about that, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, and Zombieland 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Zombieland double tap with that in boy. It's a fine sequel, but Anime Boy, the first movie was fantastic. It was an okay sequel, not the best, not the worst. It was
just disappointing.
Yeah, it was kind of disappointing, in my opinion. It wasn't all bad. It was just disappointing. My bottom song is Dumbo. What? I saw it in theater. We're working on ever seen out there this year. It was stupid. It felt unnecessary. This movie doesn't need to exist. What kind of love to me? It felt unnecessary. It felt point. It felt, and it did have to with the movie. Yes, the movie might just have some racism in it due to the time period.
Yeah,
but
I know.
It's still fine the way it was. It was a good movie. And
it was harsh.
Longer at the extended cut. But this movie tried to cover the human story view with which fine. When the humans like over, it's just pointless. But they did the point. Only man I felt and ended the wait of time. Which is damn shit.
Yeah.
I do love the cast, but yeah, this movie is just pointless. Wait a remake, and somebody the director, but yeah, he did wait.
He's done better. He's done way better than this.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice, Batman Returns. He produced Nightmare Before Christmas. He produced that.
Yeah. He also
So,
did
yeah.
Alice in Wonderland. The remake with.
I enjoy. I know I'm one of the few people that did because at least I like Mia Wasikowska as Alice. So.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
first one I liked at all. I like the movie.
Oh,
but
she's emo. She's too pale. I'm like, I like pale chicks. I can't. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I can understand that. But
Yeah.
for better or for worse, that was an okay remake, even though it was a
At least-
weird sequel.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Let's get to our worst. Yeah.
Yeah, the much is all amazing. Now we're talking worse. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
I
have
What's
four.
happening with movie 2019? It's Glass.
Glass.
Talk
Yeah, I
like
heard-
unbelievable. I'm
Really?
a huge fan of Unbreakable. This movie is so disappointing.
Wait, whoa, hold the phone, hold on. I thought that film was pretty damn good. What are you talking about?
people didn't like it. Critics hated this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Glass for some reason.
I thought the storyline was well taken.
especially the ending.
Yeah, because of what they did to Bruce Willis's character. I know.
Yeah, that
I
made
heard.
me mad.
But I can wait. I'll see Split. I haven't seen
I
that
believe
yet.
it.
So.
Split was fantastic.
Or-
Split. I found Unbreakable. We did a disappointing sequel because what the hell? Like I wanted a good sequel, and I guess sequel that was so disappointing. The story made no sense. The actor was good. With some of the great at Mr. Glass, he's fantastic.
Yeah. James McAvoy.
I think I'm really awesome at the
25 personalities. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
That's weird.
fantastic. Bruce Willis, his game on he was fine. He was good. What he gave him granted. But as a fan of Unbreakable, they did a disappointing sequel. And the way they killed Bruce Willis, that made me mad. Like, what? But bullshit. That made no sense. It was so disappointing. And as a fan of Unbreakable, it was a disappointing sequel. Which is a damn shame because over the movie good, but now it's disappointing. It wasn't all bad. It's just disappointing.
Yeah, I
But
heard
it didn't make
that.
me mad. It didn't piss me off, but it is so disappointing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's my number
It
10.
may-
Time my number 9. My number 9 with movie 2019 is Hellboy 2019.
Oh,
What the
I
fuck
heard.
was the remake?
Movie should have
Oh.
never got a reboot. Should have
Yeah.
had that third movie. We should
Yeah.
have gotten that whole thing all over with. Then you could reboot it and do whatever the fuck you wanted with it. Instead,
I got-
you made pisses off. You literally made us even furious at you.
Yeah.
And I blame the creator because, you don't want to make a comic book Hellboy 3 movie
Yeah.
script.
I
Movie.
agree with Iron Knight.
Yeah, this movie sucked.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I
I
refused
saw
to.
it
I
in
was
theaters.
like, yeah.
I feel
Shazam was better.
I bootleg it because I knew it was going to be trash.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
supporting
I ain't dropped no money.
Yeah, an R-rated that's wasted on just gory deaths that mean nothing and characters that are flat and an inconsistent plot. And also, the visuals suck in the trailer. I don't know why they went with so much CG.
Well, some of the Del Toro movies, like I'll say this, the Del
There's
Toro.
some CG, but they have a lot of practical like makeup.
Yeah,
and
Yeah, they're
effects.
probably gonna make it. This sequel was garbage. The story made no sense. The effects were garbage. Everything was good. This movie sucked. And I bet Hellboy is garbage. I bet the little movie that classic. This movie is an unnecessary movie. The point is garbage. The film was stupid. This movie. The one kid that came out of this movie, David Hart was good, Hellboy, but even he could say this movie. This
Yeah,
movie
he's
was
going to
garbage.
be in Black
Fuck
Widow.
this
It'll be
movie.
much better than this.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's going to be redeemed himself in the next comic
Yeah.
book movie. I mean, go on.
Yeah, like David Hart was good, but you can tell he got nothing to work with. This movie's
Yeah.
garbage. Fuck this movie. I'm going to burn in hell with it can. And this
Hey! At least I can get to play with Hellboy and Injustice too.
Yeah, that's true. But Injustice Hellboy was awesome, and so did One Permanent Hellboy. One Permanent and Injustice Hellboy are awesome. There's one thing Hellboy. Read the comics. The comic on Fantastic. Read the comics. Forget this movie. What's the animated movie? The animated movie good too.
I'll just say this. I mean, if you want to see a good, true Hellboy movie, just go watch the movies of Del Toro or go read the books. I mean, there's so much. I'm gonna say this. There's so much greatness on there, and it's a shame that the creator fucking was a part of it. And yet again, this guy doesn't want to have a sheer credit on bringing the Hellboy 3 script in a comic book form. That would have been would have been a apology and say, okay, we'll take all the bullshit away if you just release that movie script. And no, you don't want to release that because your own fat ego can't accept the fact your movie sucks. And the fact he's going to try to continue this into a Netflix show?
I'm all for that.
No. It's going to be a continuation off of the reboot film.
What? That's a bad idea.
Also, you can tell this movie was pretty messy because
it was messy.
Studio interference.
That's it.
It always ruins these comic book movies.
Yeah.
My advice: you should do Ghostbusters in reverse and give us Hellboy 3.
Agreed. I'm all for that. Give it Hellboy 3.
Yeah. Stop teasing the fans.
Yeah, let's give it Hellboy 3. I want my Hellboy 3. My true ending is one of the reboot. Fine, but don't do a reboot now. Just give it Hellboy 3 and end the trilogy. Then do the reboot.
But yet again, I kind of blame a little bit on Del Toro's side because I'm like, he didn't have the time or he didn't allow the fans give them the money to do it. He could have had
because the second one came out right before Dark Knight.
Yeah,
that didn't help.
Financial
Golden Army came out literally a week before the Dark Knight, and that stole all the box.
Which is a death sentence in 4 days.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And
also, Del Toro winning an Oscar didn't help either when he did Shape of Water. And Pacific Rim also suffered without him too. So screw you for that, Warner Brothers.
I saw him in theaters. Fuck that.
Yeah, Uprising,
I like Uprising, but yet again, my problem with that film is just it's kind of bit of what if you've seen monster or robot battles like this, you're going to enjoy it more. But if you haven't seen that on a daily basis, or you haven't seen that in your childhood, you're just not going to like it. That's just how I
don't like the lead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the sequel, it felt like well, that's my opinion. And we back on track.
Yeah, Hellboy, no more. You're not going to do it right. Just leave it die. Just do another.
Leave it alone. Oh, by the way, I this movie had 2 post-credit scenes. The first post-credit scene deal with Lobster Johnson. That's pretty funny. The second post-credit scene deal with Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. That was in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah,
they went to that character.
Yeah, that's funny. And apparently, she got hard for Hellboy. Why? I don't know, and I just don't care. It's not a sequel, basically.
They try so hard on that fucking movie. It's insane. But yet, I see people love it. I'm like, what do you like it for?
Yeah,
R rating didn't help it. I'm sorry. Same the effort again and again. It's not Deadpool. Deadpool actually used that to its advantage.
Hellboy came up for R rating, but they need to do a hand way, not mess it up.
You know, another movie that's trying to do the same on using the R rating, Bloodshot, which I'm gonna say that movie's going.
With Vin Diesel. Yeah. I'm not really that interested. I'm like, it's Valiant Comics, right?
Yeah, Valiant. I love Valiant.
I've never read a Valiant comic in my life.
I've
only read DC and Marvel.
I mean, you know, it's a very weird. It's basically imagine Wolverine, Punisher merge into one person.
And Deadshot.
Deadshot.
And
Deadshot from
DC.
Because they have the same Valiant universe.
Just imagine
Exo, that. Harbinger.
Yeah, just imagine all that combined into one person. There you go. But I mean, that doesn't look.
Valiant is a great universe. I love this universe. It's pretty ultimately badass, and this universe is pretty kind of fun.
All right.
My favorite Valiant character of all universe is Harbingers and Ninjak and Exo and Bloodshot. I play Bloodshot dog. Bloodshot dog is adorable.
Well, I like Ninjak, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But my problem is, it's just that, you know, with Hellboy, it was just too cheap. It was too stupid. And honestly, The most ridiculous thing about the whole film was having him, my brothers and sisters, and all the crap.
Yeah.
Like, oh my dear God.
Yeah, that was funny.
It has the tone is all over the place. It's
It's trying to be all over the place.
funny
It's a mess.
and dark at the same time, and it's not. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And, no,
I'm on your side.
I'm on your side.
They said that in one of the other movies. I'm like copying it.
Dude, and just the funny thing is, like, he tries the Red Queen, whatever the fuck her name is.
The red
the
Rich.
Mia Jovovich.
We'll just fucking call her as Alice for Resident Evil. I mean, and she's trying to have her. She's trying so hard to convince Hellboy to join Hellboy.
Yes, you will bring the apocalypse and all that. I'm like, the acting is awful in the trailer. I was like, this movie, I'm glad bombed.
Yeah, I'm glad
and Dark Phoenix, because I'm like, we don't. This year we had great comic book movies, and this was not one of them. This was one of the trash bin ones. Skip it.
Wait, how would it all? Just skip it. Don't want to. What's in the way? One of my was really trying in 1990. I just saw recently, and oh god, awful. Doom Annihilation. What the fuck was that? Don't watch that. This movie. I saw on Netflix. Why they were down this garbage? This was worse than 2 about Doom. Some of them were doing better. And this movie, fuck the show with them back. Like,
I saw reviews for it, and I was like,
it's Demon Gun and Doom guy kicks some ass. That's the hood. Stop making
the remake of the game came out like a few years ago on the
but badly.
I'll just say this. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I heard it was pretty bad. So I'm like,
I didn't like the poster. It looked like a bad direct-to-video movie.
I did my way on that movie. I grinded, but this movie sucked. Like, so how I didn't get Doom right? It didn't go to hell, and you have Doom guy kick some ass. Simple. Stop making Doom complicated with Doom. Okay, I'm fine with the same thing on Doom go, but stop making all the characters unnecessarily pointless. The 2005 movie.
Doom. I like the Doom movie from 2005.
The one that I have.
Annihilation.
Yeah. The one that I have Doom 2005 is that they take Doom, but they don't do it. They have a biological difference that demons come to hell. Like, that's my one that I do 2005. They don't get over there. They don't do 2005. They'll do demons go to hell. No, they do biological agent. Why? It's a simple concept. A portal opens from hell. Did the USC?
It's just they try. I'm guessing what you're trying to say is they tried too realistic. And
they did.
They did a little sci-fi on it. Okay.
Yeah, but in this movie, they did do the Hellgate stuff, but they don't show a lot of demons. It's a direct-to-video look like, what? You wasted Doom again, and don't do a lot more demons. You just give me zombies. Stop doing zombies. Just give me after.
Isn't zombies? Isn't zombies?
Zombies are in Doom, that's true, but they're more demon besides that. It's like the Hell Knight.
I get what you're saying. But isn't zombies supposed to be in Doom? Because in Doom 3, when I played, they were like zombies.
Yeah, that is true. There were zombies in this game, but it's a low budget, I get, but they.
Yet again. Let's move on. This
movie is garbage. Fuck this movie. Avoid the movie. It's all good Doom stuff. Play the game. Avoid this movie. And just what's the point that we doing right now? Doom. Oh, I can bet even the creator of Doom. They even just said we are a part of this. But I'm with the creator. The creator they even just in this movie. I'm glad they did. This movie was garbage to begin with.
Let's just hope Mortal Kombat doesn't have this problem.
Yeah.
Because I swear to
in the new Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, they have to. It has to be R and like the game.
Yeah, the first movie I enjoyed, the first movie, it's secretly going to hell.
I'll just say this. I swear to God, if that reboot is like Terry's Doom movie, I will lose it. I will freaking lose it.
I know.
Yeah,
you have the technology. They can do it. They could do the brutal fatalities and all that now. There's no excuses.
There's no excuse, and plus you have a good trilogy to go for. I mean, there's no excuses. And if they, oh man, I really hope they don't mess it up. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Guys,
Anyway, back on track. Anyway,
Oh,
Josh.
you guys think Doom Annihilation is bad? Wait till you hear my top 10.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
that's gonna be fun. Anyway,
I'm finna let it-
what's your back on track? Oh wait, my number 7 was movie 2019, and the DC anime movie to see this year, and disappointing. Wonder Woman Bloodlines. Okay, here's the thing. I defend Wonder Woman did with a insane origin again, but personally, I don't want. And the way they have the story about this movie, it was kind of a cut the fuck case. So, like, I get what they're talking about. They're talking about 3 different storylines into one movie. Fine, I'm all for that. What's my problem? So they're talking about the Silver Swan storyline, talking about the Dr. Cyber and Medusa storyline, but they're not cramming the story into one movie, which doesn't work. I think he's the only one. Stop trying to get
I'll just say this. At least I can enjoy that movie than what I'm enjoying on some of the live action films. And personally, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not looking forward to the recent Wonder Woman film because
I think it looks awesome.
I know it looks awesome.
You mean 1984? I haven't seen the trailer, so I'm gonna wait.
Oh, don't, because it literally spoils the entire film.
I'm not seeing it. No,
because you can
no trailer.
Because you could literally see where they're gonna go, and that's why I'm like, I would rather watch something else because it spoils the whole film. And you know what? It's predictable, and honestly, I'm not gonna go any further. It's just gonna be a very disappointing film. So I kind of disagree, but we'll see. I mean, we don't know.
Wonder Woman is not a bad movie. It's just disappointing in my opinion. I defend Wonder Woman. It's not horrible. It's just disappointing.
All right. Okay.
But, talking about destroying the one didn't work.
Anyway, let's go forward.
Anyways, up on number 7. Top my number 6. My number 6 is another friend that pissed me off there. Terminator Dark Fate.
Oh.
What the fuck are they doing, Terminator? Stop story Terminator. You killed John Connor in the first 5 minutes. That's what pissed me off.
Dude, I remember
Alien 3 did that too.
Yeah,
I remember the plot leak.
I absolutely like Dark Fate.
What?
I like that.
John Connor.
Really? Okay, that's cool.
And you wasted the R rating again. And stop doing this agenda or us thing in this movie. I get it. I don't want to see it in the Terminator movie because it has no place in an R-rated movie about a Terminator who comes to Earth and kills a Terminator, tries to kill John Connor.
Yep.
But here's my opinion on Dark Fate. Worst movie of all time. Number 1 for me. I could give a shit about anything. I remember the first time I saw this movie in bootleg, and I'm like, and I even heard it before its release. I'm like, oh dear God, don't tell me this is true. And when the trailers acknowledged it, I'm like, oh my fucking God. Don't tell me. Dude, I was fuming. I was like, don't you dare, James Cameron. Don't you dare. Don't you tell me that you're a part of this trash. Oh, you motherfucker. And it's just like, now I'm scared shitless on Alita because I'm like, oh, great. Now Avatar's going to probably be even worse. And this is going to. And I'm like, and I guarantee you, no one's going to blame James Cameron. He's going to look like a saint. Literally look like the golden child on the Avatar film's demise. And, oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in my opinion, he is just as lame than Tim Miller. Tim Miller, fuck you. Do not direct again. I thank God you didn't direct Deadpool 2 because honestly, your fucking idea sucked. I hope your career bombs and never direct another movie ever again. This is the guy that should have never directed another film because the way you disrespect the entire legacy of Terminator, the way you disrespect, I mean, say what you want on the Star Wars.
Wait, Jason, we had any idea to
at least that had somewhat of a story to go for. but at least the marketing ruined
The
it.
marketing fucked that movie over, which is sad.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, but whatever. I mean, and I think that would have been more successful if it wasn't financial flop.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
But not very money PG-13.
If they released it earlier instead of waiting like years after Salvation.
Yeah, Salvation was a bomb, but then Salvation, I agree with that. Like, personally, my bad, Dog Fate might be defining under comedy. They fuck Terminator. Stop fucking on Terminator. Like, stop. It's not the easiest concept.
it's stupid. It's dumb. It's by
You
far.
want John Connor? Fine. But here's the thing, have John die like a badass. Have him,
I wouldn't even kill him off. I'm like, why kill him off? I mean, like, have him like literally like he's training the next generation of resistance.
well.
I mean, why kill off a character? Why like
Because Force Awakens did that, and Alien 3 did that, and a bunch of other films did
well, at
that.
least I could give Force Awakens a pass because Harrison Ford didn't want to be a part of it.
They want to
Yeah, but also with Luke, they might as well have killed him off because they bring him back.
I mean, Luke, I'll agree with that one, but I mean, that was unexcusable, but whatever. I mean, the problem is, that film, that movie, Terminator, it just insulted your intelligence.
Fuck the legacy.
Also, Timmy, let me say this: the one thing that was the only saving grace in the entire film was the Captain Marvel wannabe, who really was like this cyborg type Terminator.
I mean, Mackenzie Davis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I don't like the lesbo hair. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would love to see a character, a female Terminator, like soldier hybrid. That would be interesting. But no, they just remake 2 again.
Yeah.
With women. With women.
They kind
Again, stop with the feminist thing. It ruined a lot of films this year, especially near the end.
Yeah.
With Black Christmas and all that.
Black Christmas, I knew it would be bad.
I was gonna check that movie out because I'm like, it looked kind of interesting. Because I'm really hungry for another horror film, but I mean, yet again, horror films kind of suck these days. I mean,
they're 50-50.
American horror films usually.
Yeah, Japanese horror
like Parasite, I heard was good.
Parasite was good. I saw it. That's really good.
Parasite, that I heard was really good, and Train to Busan, it came out a couple years ago.
Train to Busan, fantastic.
Don't watch what?
Do not watch Black Christmas. You're gonna be selling your soul.
Just see the original. At least that one, I'm not a fan of it, but at least it has some atmosphere and it doesn't have stupid social commentary.
The remake of Black Christmas 2005 was bad. Like, they keep remaking Black Christmas over and over. Stop remaking Black Christmas. But you know what? That's a business talk another day.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that.
Terminator 2 and fuck the entire planet. Actors stop banning Terminator sequels. What Terminator when it MT2? There's the ending. This is my Terminator and MT2.
I'll just say this. I mean, if you're gonna do another Terminator, reboot it hardcore. No, don't hold back. Just reboot it entirely. Don't hold back and literally tiptoe and trying to please us. Just
leave it alone.
Just reboot or just leave it to die. Never touch that franchise again. Because
millennials don't care about it. Sorry, they don't even know who Arnold is.
You fuck
Arnold is. I'm gonna say this about Arnold. Arnold's done. I mean, Stallone has it in him still to still be relevant with his Rocky Balboa and Rambo films, and other independent films that he's doing.
Yeah.
Arnold, he's done as an actor. Ever since he went to politics, he's done as an actor. His films are consistently bombing. And it's like, you know what? I think he's done as an actor. I should ride in the sunset because honestly,
no more Conans, no more Terminators, no more.
I think Conan should
he wants to do Conan.
Yeah, I think
the studio won't let him because every film
the last one bombed.
Yeah.
The last one bombed with Jason Momoa from 2011. That bombed.
That wasn't his fault. That was more like
that was a remake problem. But I mean, but the problem is, I mean, we're gonna do a continuation from his first 2 films, and he wants to do it. The studio will allow it. What was this? The studio will allow him to do it, but if his big film, like Terminator or any other film, is successful, and they're not. No one cares about him. No one cares. No one cares about Arnold, and I just feel like Arnold needs to face facts. You're done. You're done as an actor. You can't literally make a big successful films that you were like the 80s and 90s. You're not that juggernaut anymore. The juggernaut is the superheroes, is the big time franchises like Star Wars, like Jurassic Park, like any other big Hollywood that is gonna be we'll go see in today's audience.
For better or for worse, well, I just want them to do one more movie. You can call it, or just an indie film. Indie film is fantastic in. Hey, even this movie is fantastic in. For better or for worse, even though I may hate this movie, I get what the better that was this movie. I think he did a good job in this movie. I may hate what the John Connery pissed off with that, but you know what? I think both him and the Henry Wood mentality in this movie. But besides that, with they destroyed John Connor, they killed him off, and they made a new Legion. Who? I don't care about Legion. I care about Skynet. Legion is an easy concept, but I don't give a about that.
I didn't even care for that movie Legion from a couple years ago. Just
there's Legion. I enjoyed that, but the main guy, it's Skynet. It's Legion, a new AI.
Yeah, new AI, new bullshit, same concept, same everything, same song.
It's really Skynet. Why did you say Skynet thing? They're doing the
same. Wait. Let's just move on. Can we move on? Because I want to talk about this film. Yeah. Makes me sick to my stomach that my favorite childhood franchise literally died in front of my eyes, literally in a place of glory.
Same. Anyway, back on track. Point the waste of time and disappointment at Terminator and let's face it, no one gets that T2. Enemy T2, it's what the friend that enemy here. Or it's one of your fan fiction, White Genesis, or what Sarah Connor Collins. Sarah Connor
Collins is amazing. Never should have never got canceled.
Yeah, that's scene 3. We're back on track. There you go. My number 5, okay. So number 6 and my number 5. Number 5 was Moonshine Anti, and I know I'm gonna go, I hate by this. But pure direct movie, I did. Ad Astra. Okay.
Yeah, nobody saw that movie. People are tired of sci-fi movies with astronauts. We're tired.
Well, it's not just that. The story is so interesting, but the thing, it got so damn boring.
Yeah, Lucy in the Sky and First Man, they all bombed. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Like, I get the concept engine, the story engine, but the thing I didn't like, it's just the constant voiceover in your head. Like, look, I get that. I get the little voiceover in your head. Everything I did from not the very on the wall films, but I don't like that idea. Why do I need the way that the narrate to himself? I can.
What is this, Twilight? I'm like, stop with the internal monologues. I don't need that in everything.
Which I get it. It's what it's the emotion. That's fine. But this movie is so slow and so boring. When we finally get the thing that I was, crying with the time we just that's been interesting. But this movie is so damn slow, so boring, so slow to the point that it's just at that point already. No, move out very cool. That's pretty cool at my scene. But in that, this movie is so kind of boring that I just didn't.
That's why it bombed. Yeah. It deserved.
I know my family liked this movie. I kind of didn't. I was disappointed.
No. Just see Interstellar. You want a space movie or The Martian? Any of those are better than this. I know. From the trailer, I was like, this is just another Gravity or another Interstellar. We've seen it done better by the actual filmmakers, not hacks. Yeah.
Josh?
I said Ad Astra wasn't that bad.
I agree with that.
I just didn't care. Like Lucy in the Sky was also the same thing. Some boring movie. Just no people are tired of the astronaut thing. It's been done to death.
It's not the astronaut thing, more the story itself.
The stories that they do are just the same thing. Just
it's kind of a bit of like if you do it's more like space stuff. Like you got to do people like that. It's more like people like specific genres, and sometimes, we may not like it, but others do. That's just how. That's what a certain actor named Captain Falcon, said it where in Hollywood today, we go by movies what people like today. So I mean, there's a reason why these movies keep on popping them out. So I can understand that. I mean, personally, in my opinion, I don't know what to think of them. I really care less. I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm into the sci-fi, fantasy action stories.
Like Guardians. I don't want to see
sci-fi.
Ad Astra. Is just no.
Ad Astra will Kubrick.
But Kubrick was a filmmaker. He can grab your attention with beautiful music and visuals and great acting and atmosphere and beautiful, surrounding and storytelling. These people are trying to do the same thing that they did with Gravity and Interstellar. I'm like, we've seen it done
better
already, much better and with better directors.
Some people hate Interstellar because the ending was stupid. But
it's an amazingly gorgeous movie, man. I just get chills every time I see the space scenes. I'm like, wow. Nolan knows what he's doing. That movie is long, but I can see it because it's like visually stunning. Like one of the most visually stunning films Nolan's done.
Back on track. Ad Astra, it's an ancient movie. Not my favorite. I know some people like this movie. Fine, that's cool. God, you like it. Me, but I just saw it disappointing. That's my favorite. Anyway, back on track. All right, that's my number 5. That's my number 4. My number 4 was 2019. It's Batman Hush. What the fuck?
I heard about that.
Hush. Yeah.
You took Batman Hush and you messed up the Daniel of Hush. Spoiler that's in Hush, right? But they did it. Not at the time. No, it's the winner. What? That's not Hush. That's bullshit.
Oh God! You're telling me okay. Let me
Hush is the Riddler. That doesn't make any sense. They're two different characters.
Dude, that's so stupid. I mean, okay, wait. I haven't seen this film, and I'm like, wait, you're telling me that the Riddler became Hush?
Yeah, in this movie, actually, they took something earlier, but he dies in this movie. Then it turns to be good. Wait, what?
Wait. So let me get this straight. He dies and he comes back with a new disguise, with a new identity, villainhood.
No. Tony Elliott did die, yeah, but literally, apparently he went to Lazarus Pit, and apparently he got a brain.
Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. It sounds like shit. That's all.
Yeah, it was bad. With the damn shit. They fought the kind of people, they're so good, but then the third time they mess it up. Hush. It's one of the best Batman stories, and you heard the story right there. Why you have to change it into what? That stupid twist. That stupid twist ruined everything. The one that they came out of the movie with coming to Batman and Catwoman. That woman actually was great. It was a great woman. I love that woman. But other than that, this movie is so disappointing. Which is damn shame. I'm a huge fan of the actor Storm. I'm a huge fan of the actor Supertail, and I'm a huge fan of the others. Well, the art is good away. The story actually is good away. Yeah, it's not my favorite Jeff story, but it's still good. It's just, but they mess it up. I just want to say like, that's not disappointing. So Batman, but this was so disappointing. I should fan of Batman Hush, the actor Supertail. Like,
Oh shit!
It wasn't all bad. It's just frustrating.
All right. I'll accept that. I mean, I'm gonna have to check that shit out just to believe it, because right now it's like it sounds like something like a bad fan fiction literally happened.
Yeah.
I mean, and I have my bad fan fictions, literally the worst kind. I mean, like I have like this idea of like how I would have done it. My whole Avengers Endgame, and I'm like, that sounds like a fucking disaster. I mean, the story is just like, okay, no one dies, and if someone does die, it's like, well, that's so convenient. I mean, speaking about conveniency, let's talk about the worst.
Yeah, what is the number 3? Oh, wait.
Let's talk about
number 3. Which movie 2019 is Jungle Freeze, X-Men: Dark Phoenix.
Kill myself.
In your face, people that like this movie. In your face.
Yeah, this movie is garbage.
Like, the movie.
Yeah, Captain Marvel did it better. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This movie.
I respect people who like X-Men: Dark Phoenix.
Same.
It's just I'm sorry. I saw the trailer and I said that
I
movie's gonna
didn't
suck.
hate
Yeah, I saw it in
but
theaters.
I had a
I-
lot of hype for it, but
Yeah.
when they kept pushing it back, and
That was the death sentence.
It doesn't.
look, I did give this movie a decent review. I gave it a C minus, but the more I think about it, the even less I dislike it. But it's a time waster at best. But
Yeah.
you could have done so much more with this, especially
Could have made a better film.
The X-Men.
Like you had the super set right there in your face. Like let them go to space, which I'm all for that. You had the Phoenix Four, which is from space. Fine, but then you have none newish who not okay, it was very common, but the boy who they're not scrolled. They don't see shit. They're probably get destroyed there, but they have to have near the end of Dark Phoenix. How did that Dark Phoenix? The Dark Phoenix is like the epic star in X-Men friend, and you keep messing up.
I mean, it tells me. I mean, honestly, it tells me that they can't do an X-Men movie without Hugh Jackman. They can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Did you
guarantee.
see First Class? I'm sorry, that bored me to death.
I went First Class. I didn't.
First of all, I want to say this. I mean, you had Professor X and Magneto holding this film, trying so hard to put their everything they've done over the years and portraying these characters, putting the best performance, and even they could save this film. It was by far the death of the franchise.
It was.
I hope that Marvel, please, does something brand new because they ruined.
It can't be any worse, guys.
I mean, I'll say this right now: they ruined Cyclops, they ruined Jean Grey, they ruined Nightcrawler, they ruined Storm, and I'll say this right now: Mystique. Oh God,
Mystique was killed off, man. I didn't care about that death. That death was gonna happen.
That's the funny thing.
Jennifer Lawrence didn't want to be there anymore.
Yeah.
She was done after Apocalypse, and I don't blame her.
I don't blame her.
X-Women, yeah, screw you. That didn't happen in this X-Women.
That makes sense.
The stupidest line in the entire franchise. I'm the juggernaut bitch over that any day.
That guy was weird. I don't get it. Like, my emotion is strong.
There is no X-Women. Did you read the comics? There's not a single one of them.
Yeah, it's called X-Men, but you have strong female character in the X-Men anyway. You have Rogue,
Storm. You have that. Even Dazzler is better than anybody. He's in this movie. Dazzler, they waste her.
Dazzler, that doesn't make camera in the movie. Pretty cool.
They waste her in a useless flashback or whatever I heard. And I'm like, yeah, she was in the video game, in the arcade. I'm not stupid, guys. I know my history. You also have, Jubilee. You had, Psylocke. You had a lot of characters that you just wasted in these recent films.
Dude, I mean, the actress who plays Psylocke, she's fucking roast.
She's hot, yeah. Yeah, she nailed the look, but I'm like, they could have given her more to do. And there's a reason she wasn't in this.
I just want to say things even further. The actress who played Psylocke, she fucking roasted Bryan Singer, saying how he doesn't know much about the X-Men lore, doesn't know anything about X-Men, doesn't care about X-Men, and just does his own films. And I'm like,
he's a sick bastard too.
He's just a dumb, that's just saying a lot. And that is just
first two films.
I mean, honestly, I'll say this: I like his first two X-Men films,
and Days of Future Past,
and X-Men Days of Future Past. They're well-made.
That was
films.
the shocker.
Yeah,
I was expecting the worst out of that, but it was good. Both cuts are good.
Fantastic. Both cuts are amazing.
I mean, I like them. I like them a lot. I can't forgive him for destroying Apocalypse. I just
that was god awful. That movie.
And this movie was for Apocalypse. With the this movie was to be a sequel to the Apocalypse, but what kind of power? Wait,
unleash your power, and then the next movie.
This movie sequel to Apocalypse. It didn't make sense. I'm wrong,
dude. I mean, dude, they should have had Cable in this fucking film. They should have had. They should have had everything on board. Yeah. No, we didn't have any of that crap.
Oh, Deadpool make a stupid cameo. That would have been funnier than anything.
No.
In this movie.
Initially, it was Dark Phoenix was going to be into two parts, but because of the whole
it should have, but Marvel rushed it. Fox was like, upset because Captain Marvel came out first and made $1
Yeah.
billion. So they're like,
Yeah,
oh god,
so-
now we gotta.
I will give it credit. I did like what they were trying to do with Professor Xavier, but
Same.
He's a drunk asshole.
And
And it's an idea. I get the concept, but
And
back.
yeah.
I go on.
And
Go
I
on.
did enjoy Hans Zimmer's score. I like the music by Hans Zimmer. That's good.
Hans Zimmer's score.
Yeah, I can listen to that on YouTube. I don't have to see the whole movie for that.
I mean, personally,
Yeah.
personally, in my opinion, the movie had a disaster on. Like, this movie was going to go down in flames no matter what. I'll say this:
Yeah,
both
I know.
endings was disappointing. It is both sad how the X-Men were at the prime and then crashed and burned so fast in the speeding bullet that I'm like, gee, I wonder if Fox never got bought by Disney and them pretty much go with the original plan, because they were going to do another trilogy with the younger versions of Scott.
The New Mutants.
Yeah.
The New Mutants as well.
We don't know about that, but we know that
Yeah.
the actors.
There's a
The
new
actors-
trailer for New Mutants coming out, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Yay.
I'm not
I don't
interested.
care
In it.
anymore.
I lost interest after the 2-year wait.
Yeah, I'm burned out. I'm done. Don't forget to watch
Yeah.
Dolphin.
I'm looking forward to it, see how it goes. I'm looking for a train wreck, if you ask me.
Yeah, I give it a train wreck.
But I mean, the problem is about that film on Dark Phoenix is two main things: the Fox merger, because one, now you know X-Men is going to get a reboot, so
Yep.
why should you care about this film?
Honestly,
Yeah.
And second off, even if Marvel didn't get the rights of X-Men and Fantastic Four, why should you care about this film?
Yeah.
This I mean,
There's nothing
the-
to be engaged with. Nothing.
There's nothing to be exciting about. You pretty much are left with a bare bones, even more disappointing storyline of the Dark Phoenix, and it's like, you know what? Screw this shit. I'm done with this crap.
Yep.
I just don't want to do.
Honestly, this felt like a remake of The Last Stand.
It's even
Yeah.
Like a little bit of like that.
But we're missing a lot of components of why that movie was successful and this was not.
Oh yeah. The reason why the first movie was so successful, X-Men 3, was because you got Hugh Jackman, you got all this other fan service stuff.
Yeah, Beast done better. You had better
Yeah.
action. You had The Cure, which was a better story than anything in this movie. I know.
Yeah. Which is weird. The
Cure.
first time when they did with stuff, they come on Dark Phoenix and Cure, and people got pissed off by that one. But this movie,
Yeah.
it's with Dark Phoenix, not. But why did he make Dark Phoenix?
I mean, personally, with me, I would rather watch X-Men, not Dark Phoenix. What the fuck?
Last Stand.
Last Stand than this shit
one?
than this one. Because I mean, it takes. I feel sorry. I will take back what I said about X-Men 3. I would rather watch X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is the worst.
Yeah, that's the word.
X-Men Origins, Jimmy.
The
horrible CGI and
ruined Deadpool.
Yeah, that was horrendous. That's still the
Yeah.
worst, I think. Even
That
worse
got
than
Deadpool
this.
shot that Deadpool in the head. That was funny. Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I've
yes.
never hated X-Men: The Last Stand. Never. I never hated.
Last Stand I hated because it was.
I have a lot of problems, with it.
But
Well,
if you want to do the story again in MCU, take your time, please.
Yeah.
Take your
Oh,
Put
yeah.
some color. I'm tired
I-
of the X-Men wearing black all the time.
I
Let them
expect-
wear some color. Like in the
I
comics.
agree. I agree. Actually have Scott be a leader. Have him
Yeah.
have a big role. Have him be that character where he's not just a fucking.
In the
Bitch.
cartoon. Did you
I'll
see the
give-
cartoon
I'll
from the
give Dark
90s?
Phoenix some credit. They did get the Grant Morrison costumes right. These costumes were actually were X-Men.
Yes,
But
yes.
I want all of them to wear colors, not just the main cast, but
Yeah,
also
I can
the
do that.
side characters as well. What's wrong with color?
Yeah,
What's
I
wrong
agree.
with
because
that?
it's unreal. It
was
could.
amazing.
It can be unrealistic, which is
Psylocke-
bullshit. Yeah.
The animated series was amazing, and
X-Men Evolution has a great acting.
That is true.
Was accurate.
It's kind of sad when you have Cyclops in both X-Men Evolution and both the '90s cartoon show be a far better.
X-Men.
Well, he didn't do that much either.
Yeah, he's a great character, and they just don't know how to do it.
They're just sucking on Wolverine's cock. They're just sucking on Wolverine's cock so goddamn bad. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, kill me now. And I was even scared when they were doing an X-23 film. And I'm like, as much as I really
they canceled it.
Yeah,
they canceled it.
I do love X-23 at the end.
I do. I'm a big X-23 fan from the very beginning. But, I mean, the problem is I'm kind of a bit at least grateful that I'm like, at least they don't have to ruin her. Because, I mean...
Logan was great.
I mean, I'm glad I got my wish. They got to see her in that film. I don't want to. If we're gonna do her, which I'm thinking they're gonna do, what I'm thinking that the old man Wolverine, and have Laura Kinney pretty much be his daughter, and he's raised her half his life and all that crap. That would have been at least an interesting direction.
Well, that's it, Old Man Logan. I say do all new Wolverine. I love the series.
I know that.
I want to see his mask. Stop saying it won't work, because we can watch Spider-Man with his mask. We can see Wolverine with his mask at least in one movie. At least.
We'll say this right now.
You
at least we had Captain America.
Yeah. In their mask.
Yeah. That too.
I'll say this. At least you had Captain America wear his uniform in all of the Avengers films. Yet they made. I want to say this. The biggest. I will say. I look at the director who did Logan. He says the reason why he didn't put his, because it wouldn't work. And I'm like, bullshit. That's his uniform. That's his X-Men. That is what you're missing. You're missing the last time we'll ever see Hugh Jackman as this character, and yet fucking Iron Man literally wear his fucking costume, his classic Iron Man costume. It is literally, if you look up the classic Iron Man suit and you type in Avengers Endgame Iron Man armor, it is identical. It is a nod to that costume, and I'm like, why can't we have that with Wolverine? There is no excuse on that. But
there's no excuse. Oh, it's gonna look silly again. We took Spider-Man.
I love Logan.
And Deadpool.
Deadpool wears his mask. But yeah, I got Santa Cruz in it. But you know what? It's still a great movie. I love Logan. But this movie is garbage.
Yet again, it's like, look, we could literally rip Logan apart if we wanted to. It's still a great film. It ended Logan's story.
And it was bloody and it didn't hold back.
It did. It actually ended with a good bang. And everyone wants him to come back, and I'm like, no, I don't want to have it. No. Like everyone wants it. Like I keep hearing people wanting to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again. No, he's in his 50s.
Yeah,
we don't need to see him again. We
get a younger actor that's short, just like Wolverine is in the comics. He's not 6'5". He's like 5 foot.
I don't care what the height like that. Good actor.
Just do it right. Do it like the comic book Wolverine. Stop making excuses. A yellow mask that's gonna look stupid. I'm like, do it right, guys.
There's a rumor.
You have good costume designers.
There's a rumor going. Like, also, I'm gonna say this right now. There's
other kind of feel that way.
Go on.
About Wolverine's mask being. I still kind of feel that way. Wolverine's mask being a little silly, but I'll take that over anything in Venom. So
Fox away from it. But you know what? Back on track. Point is, Dark Phoenix would wait a finale to this series. It waited at the election event. This movie was garbage. Just put the Dark Phoenix out again. Stop putting Dark Phoenix and what the fun of it die.
Let your franchise die and let Marvel Studios do how Real's done. Yeah. Hell, I am looking forward to when Fantastic Four gets a juggernaut film. Just gets a juggernaut film because Disney knows how to make a Fantastic Four film, and it's called
Incredibles and Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 2 was freaking amazing. Best movie.
It was.
Fantastic. Screw the haters.
Those. I'm gonna say this. I hope they do it. I hope they do Fantastic Four first. They could build up on X-Men slowly because they're going to have to explain a lot of things on the X-Men side.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, where were they? Where was Logan? Where was Logan? I mean, I was thinking of idea concept where Logan was there at World War II. It's just he was there, but it's just he didn't meet Captain America. He was aware of him, but he just didn't meet him up. Like you want
that part of House of X. I'll be all for that for the movies.
I don't know about that, Tibia. I mean, you know, I'm not a big fan of what's going on in the books right now. Kind of little hating on what they're doing.
I know a lot of people have said that. Yeah, I have the old comics, so I don't have any of the new 52 stuff.
Well, it's not even dude. More like a reboot. After.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I grew up with the older comics of X-Men. It's just that they're reinventing the entire existence on X-Men into a new,
that's what I've heard. Yeah.
New status quo on X-Men, all that crap. I would say if you want to check it out, go ahead, but it's not for me. I'm good with my Thor and Iron Man books and my Avengers books. I'm good with the shit I read.
It's a bad X-Men story. Read this crap. Activated Human.
Oh, that was fucking stupid. That was the most stupid storyline. I mean, I would say if you want to read a good X-Men storyline, go read House of M. It shows how powerful Scarlet Witch is.
But it's back on track. This movie garbage. What's it? Never talking movie. Anyway, though. It's just number 2. My number 2 was movie 2019 is a Netflix reaction out there. And did another goddamn movie. Goddamn Plant Eater.
Oh, that fucking film.
Yeah, I skipped it. It's on Netflix. I'm not going to watch it. I'd rather see Six Underground with Ryan Reynolds.
I heard they're going to do the Transformers War for Cybertron animated series, which I'm like, okay. I don't know. Which Peter Collins involved, all that stuff is involved.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I swear to God, this better not be a disappointment because, I mean,
I like Transformers, but why can't
Bumblebee was good.
Voltron?
Yeah.
Well, Voltron's a very risky property. It's because, you got the Netflix show in Netflix, and you got other stuff in there, but it's just like when it comes to Voltron, I mean, it's good, it's cool, but it's not as huge as Transformers.
Yeah.
I kind of a little bit I'm worried on where we're going with Transformers now because you know.
Yeah,
the Bay movies hurt still.
Bumblebee was a good movie. I love that movie, but
I didn't like that movie. I thought that was playing it safe. I was like, look, for me, I'm a guy who expect if you're gonna reboot your Transformer film, do a hardcore reboot. Don't play it safe, because if you're playing it safe, that tells me you don't care about it.
Yeah.
I mean and the only reason why Bumblebee was so successful, the reason why Bumblebee was so successful was that damn actress Haley Steinfeld was amazing.
She was great.
She's amazing, but I'm like, Jesus Christ. I mean, you could put her in anything, she'll be amazing. I hope she ever gets the Hawkeye role, but I got a bad feeling she ain't gonna get the chance to take it.
She got a good Bishop, which is a damn shame. But you know what?
She was also Gwen Stacy, right? In Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, she's also contracted to be in the Spider-Woman film. That's supposedly going to be a spinoff.
Maybe it's Sony. I don't trust them, but
you don't trust them for anything. I mean, every time.
Yeah, Morbius. I have no interest in.
I
don't have no interest on that. I have the only films on I'm interested is the spin-off films on the Spider-Verse side, the Venom film, and that's really it. If they do Spider-Man 2099, okay.
Yeah.
If they do that, okay, awesome. But I mean, I'm more like I know things like characters like Venom wouldn't work in MCU.
Well, actually, Venom could work with MCU, but it didn't make
yet again. Technically, if the rumor is true that Spider-Man will appear in Venom 2, Venom 1 is
God damn it. But anyway, back on track again. Guys are playing one of whatever movie. This movie got what the fuck was this crap? This movie made no sense. The story made no sense with the King Ghidorah stuff. They fucking Ghidorah battery. The story was
I've seen way worse, buddy. Yeah, I mean you say they fucked up King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Dude, go watch what was that one fucking movie? There was this one Godzilla movie that King Ghidorah was the good guy. and
What?
Mothra.
GMK.
Yeah.
GMK.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
The
Oh, yeah,
1998 Godzilla movie isn't that good, but in comparison to the Planet Eater, I'll watch the 98 movie.
Yeah. Not the 98 movie. That movie had
I mean,
that still in
the
it.
problem is about that film is they don't explain anything. They don't really like. Okay, why is Godzilla trying to force mankind to get the fuck off of Earth?
It made no sense.
It made no sense. Storyline was awful. Characters was dumb. Bad animation. Extremely story. Just
Ugly movie, all weird potential. Mega Godzilla.
and that makes me worry about like, okay, what we're gonna do with Transformers? Because I'm like, if they were in Transformers, oh dear God, I'm gonna say, I'd rather watch the Michael Bay films than see that shit.
Well, it was Michael Bay good action, but that's the same. I'm back on track. This movie was one version. Oh yeah, next time we're gonna and oh god, this movie pissed me off. So, but I get ramping on that, right? This movie, fuck this movie, fuck this amateurity. Thank God we had Godzilla King of Monster came out this year because I was gonna be even more mad at that movie. But then that movie, awesome. This movie is an awful secret ending to Journey. Fuck the Journey and let the movie Journey die for when. And
I heard they're gonna do a. Speaking about something, I heard they could do a fourth film, but I mean, yeah.
No, I don't want that sequel.
Dude, I actually hope they do I hope they do a fourth film, so I can literally see you lose your mind.
I would lose my mind if I did a sequel.
Anyway, let's move on to number
one. Okay, my number one is a controversial pick. I know people like this movie, and I know you're a fan of the movie, but you're gonna hate me to this anyway, but this was so disappointing. Star Wars Skywalker. Okay, before people choke on me, hear me out.
Don't really care.
As a Star Wars fan, it's
no, it's not for me.
But that being said, though, at Ancient Trudy, it's fine, whatever. But it felt more like fan fiction. It felt like, oh, wait, and then you had the Emperor come back.
It felt fan fiction to me. I mean, it felt like a normal film. I mean, the problem is, yeah,
2 hours and 30 minutes of boredom is normal.
Yeah, because I guess I guess you and I have a different type of direction how we view on film. So I mean, I know. I mean, personally, I look at it like a different direction how I see the sequel trilogy, and I don't count it literally as a what's the word? I don't see it as the I look at its own saga.
Yeah, its own saga.
Its own saga, its own direction, and I just don't really judge it fully on like, it's just trying to cash in on everything, like I see with every other film doing. I mean,
I can understand that. In fact, I'm glad you guys like this movie more than I did.
I'm glad it's over. No more hobos.
But back on track. But look, put out for words, it was okay for now. But I ended the trilogy. This was disappointing. And this felt more kind of a quick. We killed Snoke. Ah, shit. We need to bring Palpatine.
Well, to me, I mean, honestly, it just seems like J.J. Abrams had a good storyline how he was trying to give it to Disney, but Disney kind of fucked it up. So he was like,
Captain Kennedy fucked it up.
Yeah,
she's responsible for all this.
Yeah, you could say that, but I mean, I kind of blame Rian Johnson fully.
That too, yeah.
Rian Johnson, the guy that did Looper, and he just did Knives Out. That wasn't on your list, guys, right?
Looper, Knives Out, I didn't want to see that.
I didn't see that because of what he did to Last Jedi. I'm like, no. You make Luke useless. You kill him off. You make Leia fly in space. What the hell was that? That's your generation? Leia flying like freaking Peter Pan or Mary Poppins? That's stupid.
Yeah, stupid.
I'm not
sure. That is get the bad execution. Just stupid.
Yeah. But they made these movies rehash trilogy. That's what I call it.
For all the good and the bad about Skywalker, it has to do with bad execution. And the way they bring the Emperor, that made no sense. We're wiping them back.
Well,
Knights of Ren, they finally put him in the movie. They should have.
Yeah, literally did nothing with him.
In 2
Knights
seconds.
of Ren.
Yeah.
Asma was killed in the last movie and didn't. They had a replacement for
Asma died. That thing was pretty awesome.
Zordy Bliss, yeah.
I mean, personally, I mean, I look at the trilogy as its own saga, its own little thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to watch it fully.
Overall,
No, I can't. I can't do it.
Well,
I want to
when
keep my sanity.
I
I,
I enjoy all the Star Wars movies, including Solo, but my problem with this trilogy is that it doesn't fully have a clear vision, and I do.
Yeah, I agree.
No, they didn't have a vision from the start.
I know vision.
I disagree with that.
Mystery boxes.
I'm sorry. I strongly disagree with that. What you said. I personally think they had a vision. They fucked it up, and they fucking literally had to put every basket on board just to save their asses. And some people hate it. Some people loved it. It's a mixed reaction and how people present the film. It kind of reminds me of how
the
original prequel trilogy. Yeah, prequel trilogy.
Yep.
How people those
There's no Twilight
One at a time.
in these new trilogy.
Well, let me say this whole
As
thing.
I was saying,
Go on.
you can go.
Go on.
All right. I mean, I was just gonna make a fast one. Just ended my point. For me, I mean, it reminds me of how people reacted to Revenge of the Sith in the prequel films.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
Yeah,
Got a poster of it right there.
I mean,
that was very good.
really great film. But I mean, yet again, when it came out, people just didn't like it. People hated the Clone Wars. And now people love them, and I'm like, I just feel like they'll accept this trilogy whenever.
I never will.
The Star
Lee Bill
fandom
just killed
itself,
me.
it just split the pizza at this point, and I meant it before. The Star fandom.
Maybe you won't, but maybe everyone else will. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
People, hell, if people can literally kiss their asses off on The Last Jedi.
That's true.
I will never watch that. I don't want to waste my time. 2.5 hours. Why? Why?
You.
Canto Bite, that scene could have been cut.
Canto Bite should have been cut. I agree.
5 minutes, not 30 minutes, not animal cruelty and stupid gambling and all that. And it's what is that? That's Star Wars now? Freaking social commentary and our stuff in our reality in these movies? No, it's bullshit. And I'm glad it's dead. I'm glad the movie's not making $2 billion.
We'll see.
We'll see. No, it's declining.
But back on track.
Declining.
Yeah,
it deserves the hate it gets.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, like I said.
Go Tevye.
What that sounded like Rubio Day. But like I said, what's going on? I mean, yes, it might be very disappointing ending to the trilogy.
This new trilogy did.
Oh, continue. Gosh.
I can't hear
I'll
you.
give this new trilogy this. At least there's no fucking Twilight dialogue too.
That's true. I agree 100%. Yeah, continue.
I said Twilight.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and gets everywhere. I'd sit through that any day over Rose and Finn any day. I'm sorry.
Oh, the Rose storyline was fucking trash.
I'm sorry.
I mean, dude. I mean, I hear now like she wants to do a show, and I'm like, dude.
I'm sorry. Too little, too late. Cassian Andor is going to get one show 2 on Disney Plus, and I'm like, why?
Why?
Rogue One.
Actually, his story. His story even told Rogue One. We don't need one.
Yeah, and he dies, so there's nothing else to tell.
It's just milk. Well, sometimes milking the system.
Yeah.
And plus, I would have done if I was a businessman. I would have done the same. And I would have milked every dime that I can to do Star Wars TV shows, movies, everything I can. But look, one thing I was afraid of on this trilogy is they were going to stretch this into multiple films.
Yeah,
I'm glad they're not doing. I'm glad they didn't do that because it would be very boring. It would be very boring and very dull. And it's like, okay, can we go? Can we do something new and different? I want to see Old Republic. I want to see new storylines.
you already Mandalorian.
I want to see the Darth Bane storyline come to life.
Darth Bane would be excellent.
I mean, but yet again, we'll see. I mean,
I would love to see Old Republic.
I need a break. I need to recover, man.
Same.
I
couldn't sleep for years because of these films.
Yeah. Like I said, Darth Bane truly would be excellent. But I really love Darth Bane. Dude, Darth Revan, how we all for doubt.
Hey, he's canon now, so Hey, let's go. Let's do it.
For better or worse, this movie did give some good stuff, but kind of like a bad stuff. Well, okay, man.
It was an okay conclusion. I only look at episode 7 and 9. I don't see episode 8. I'll acknowledge it exists, but I refuse to watch that film.
Yeah,
You think?
Why
do you think I've avoided it for 2 years?
Like I said,
I don't want. I can't. I'm sorry.
One at a time.
I understand your pain, but I disagree with it at times.
Yeah.
It's your opinion. I can't say nothing about it. I mean,
yeah.
It's just,
like I said, this movie had damage control. I tried to figure out Jedi. It fixed some problems, but you can say the damage control. But for better or worse, this was a fine finale. At the end of the Skyward Saga, it's disappointing. But the band of Star, it's fine, whatever. For better or worse, this was a well finale.
Yeah, at least it's over. So no movie next year. That puts a smile on my face.
Now we gotta go deal with the next trilogy or whatever films.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping Ryan Johnson is not the first one.
Yeah.
If Ryan Johnson is the if Ryan Johnson, I'm sorry. Let me say this one thing. I'll let you go. If Ryan Johnson has his own trilogy, I'm gonna kill myself. Seriously.
There we go. Josh?
Go on. Josh, go on.
Now it's time to get to my worst stuff.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh.
So
yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's do this, man.
Do this.
Before I go into the actual list, here are some this on Dark Phoenix, Gemini Man, The Lion King 2019. I didn't have history. The Haunting of Sharon Tate. I hate.
Okay, I never saw that.
And the last dishonorable mention, Serenity. It's so bad, but it's so funny.
Yeah, I heard that it's horrible. Just see the Joss Whedon movie. That's much better.
That's way better.
Now, my number 10, Countdown. This has
that's the horror movie came out.
I do like the lead girl, though. I think she's adorable.
But, yeah, I'll give you this. The lead girl is good, and I think the actors are trying, but this is nothing but a PG-13 horror movie where you don't even see the deaths. The characters are bad, the direction was stupid, and then the fact that you tried to set up a sequel at the end of this movie is unintentionally hilarious.
Sequel bait? Like, I hate those things.
I like look, Elizabeth Lail. She is adorable.
Yummy.
Give her a better scary movie than this.
Yeah.
Number 9, The Intruder.
Oh yeah, I did see on the bed.
That's in my worst stuff as well.
Yeah, that's a bad movie.
Ugh, that movie hurts.
It's bad. Terrible character decisions, terrible direction, terrible writing, but it's kind of hilarious. And that's why it's not higher on this list. Number 8. This is just one of the 2 movies that has this freaking agenda thrown in my face. What am I talking about? You rant on it on my channel. It's called Black 19.
Oh God!
Look, credit. The actors try, but it's not really their fault. It's more the direction and the writing, and not to mention this entire movie, especially with that little poet that you have at the beginning of the movie. You just spend this entire movie bashing the men, saying all men are bad. No, I'm not. No, not.
Again, no more. I'm tired of that.
No, you're gonna have that shit all. Going on.
If I have to watch this movie again, I'm literally going to forwards. Why? Charlie's Angels, 2019.
Yeah, woke angels.
Oh yeah, I did that was awful.
But the
Charlie, dude,
that I like was Pitch Perfect 2. That is the only red that I like. I liked her in Brightburn, but
Blood Gun's really good. I like that
You
movie.
have Naomi Scott and Ola Balinska. They're not
Oh,
a problem, but it's not enough to sit through an hour and 59 minutes with the most boring third lead, Kristen Stewart. I'm done.
Oh
with Kristen
God.
Stewart.
Ah.
I used to like her back then, but now times have changed.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dude,
with all the
the
other
moment
women
I was in
acting
a,
in
just
movies, I'm like, I don't need you.
I'll say this right now.
And
Dude,
then
the fact is, just to go on further on your point, she does a black foot. She does like a Chun-Li Street Fighter backflip on this one dude in the beginning of the film, and I'm like, what do we fucking go?
I saw that.
That's
I'm like,
stupid.
is this
Dude,
supposed to be
It's fucking
Dragon Ball Z?
ridiculous.
That's not a. That's a stunt
This
double.
entire movie, you
No,
repeat
that's actually-
the same exact things that Black Christmas did, and even Terminator Dark Fate did. Even though I like Terminator Dark Fate, but the only thing good in it was the rest of the cast. Elizabeth Banks is doing the best that she possibly can with this lazy screenplay. The soundtrack was nice, and you got Ariana Grande songs in it, so that's not a surprise. I don't mind soundtrack, and the cinematography was good. But and somehow this movie is connected to the 1976 TV show. With
Oh,
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
As well.
No, it's not. And those
No,
Cameron Diaz
no,
movies.
it is. It's no. There is a scene at the beginning of this movie where it does connect with the 1976.
Oh, they just played it safe, fuckers.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you just look, Sony. I like you as a film company, but do better movies than this. You're lucky I gave Spider-Verse a chance, and I wasn't looking forward to Spider-Verse at all until the later trailers. But then I watched the movie, and I'm like, okay, you did good, but stick with the ones with Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore, and stay away from them.
Hey,
please.
I mean, we got Ghostbusters
Marvel.
next year. We got Ghostbusters next year. That's
It's not going to be any worse than the
I-
last one.
Like movie,
It
Fembusters.
can't get worse than it can't get worse than Fembusters.
Yeah,
It
Fembusters.
can't.
Kristen
It
Wiig
cannot. That's
tried
the
to
lowest
do
of the
it.
low.
That is low.
Kristen Wiig
2 hour
tried,
band bashing
but
movie.
I'll just
As
say
a band,
this.
we will
it
not
was
stand
just
for
band
this.
bashing.
Yep.
Never.
I'll just say this. I'll just say
Yeah.
this. If that movie's a disappointment, dude, I'm only gonna watch the Spider-Verse sequels and spin-offs and the
Yeah.
Venom sequel.
Give it their last chance.
That is it with me on, and I'll only buy their consoles. That's really it.
Yeah, they only make good game systems.
Yeah, the movies of it.
So,
Oh,
look,
speaking of
your
Men in Black came out as
movies
well.
Oh
are
God,
hit and miss. I thought Men in Black International was alright, but
I thought it
should
was.
have been better.
Yeah.
And I'm actually interested in Morbius. I hope Morbius is good, but I'm a little nervous because of my reaction to Venom. Venom
Yeah.
2, you have a little bit
Yeah,
of
Venom
potential,
still
but I'm
hurts.
not excited.
Venom was
What's so bad about
That's
Venom?
why
What's so bad about Venom?
I did
Was
a
it?
review of it back last year, and everything is bad about it except for the acting, except for a few good moments. But the problem is, it's not 100% entertaining. It is
Yeah.
the worst
Really?
I know.
superhero movies of
It's
this
a cart.
decade.
It's a bad cartoon.
Yeah.
I felt like it was more like a nod
Okay.
towards what I was reading on the comics I liked.
I understand that.
I mean, I like Venom as
And
an
then
anti-superhero, but I mean, the problem is, I mean, they did a lot of changes in that Venom
That's-
film, which I was like, you know what? All right, fine. Let's do this direction. Let's see how it goes. If it's good, cool, awesome. But if it sucks, you're gonna hear my bitching,
You know what?
and it worked for me. But I mean,
Venom 2. Venom 2, Venom, I tried to give a chance. I was open-minded, but I found only a few good things, especially the song with Eminem. I like that song.
Yeah.
what about the whole Venom and Eddie Brock situation? Did you like that?
I thought that was hilarious. That was
Yeah,
cool. I enjoyed that, but it wasn't enough to get through. So number 7
Oh wow.
was
Okay.
Charlie's Angels. Number
Oh.
6 is Replicas.
Ugh.
I don't want to talk about replicas any more than I already have because this year has been great for Keanu Reeves. And you do have some actors who are trying, but interesting premise, lazy execution.
Agreed.
Number 5 is Anna.
Anna.
Yes, we
Yeah.
all looked at
Oh, you're
Sasha
talking about
Rush.
that
That
Anna
Russian
Homecoming?
action movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No,
No,
I know
that
so.
that Russian. It's a
Luc Besson
Russian
action
movie. It was like a Russian action film. Yeah, it
I
was
mean,
trying to be Black Widow a year early, but it failed.
yeah.
I mean, personally, I was looking forward to that film. I was watching it, I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna get to see a continuation from the Conjuring actors. You know, the first two films.
All right. Okay.
And
Okay. Now, Luc Besson is a talented director, and I will say that Sasha Lush, for her first movie, even though she's a supermodel, I'm not gonna complain. She was good in the movie, but she did fine. But the story was just there. It didn't really go anywhere. So Anna,
Yeah,
Black Widow, but the reason why I don't hate it
failed.
completely is because you did have some action scenes that were fun, and you did have some actors who were trying, especially the main lead. She did good.
Yeah.
yeah,
Total
I
War
agree.
is number 4. This movie kept getting pushed back, and pushed back due to the Weinstein controversy. This has an interesting concept. It's based on a short film about a vintage you. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Problem. It's not done right. I'm not sure if it's if it's the fact it was pushed back or it's the horrible directing and writing. And you have some good actors in here too, but the only actor I actually gave a crap about at the beginning of this movie was Madeleine Petsch from Riverdale. But spoiler alert, she's the first one to die.
Of course. Yeah.
So
Of
boring, so
course.
lazy,
Of
and
course.
so dull.
Yep.
Do do not watch spoiler alert. Number
Mm-hmm.
3 is Godzilla the Planet Eater. Again, when Godzilla
Ugh.
and the Monsters is better than this, that's
This
saying
movie
something.
sucks.
'Cause a lot of people just disowned. A lot of people just do not like Godzilla King and the Monsters for whatever reason, and it
Because
led to
it isn't.
that
It doesn't
movie
have
not
good
doing
human
well at the
characters.
box office.
You know, playing had no good game good. All you get all stupid.
Is every okay, people have you seen the other Godzilla movies? Every other
Yeah.
Godzilla movie is the exact same way. You're not gonna have the greatest characters. You go in to have fun, unless you're the 1954 one and the 2014 movie and Godzilla versus King Ghidorah.
Yep.
Those are the movies
And
that have
and and, and Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
and Kong Skull Island,
I mean,
which I have
personally,
fun with Kong Skull Island,
you have problems with Skull Island?
but
No fun.
no, I have fun. I
Yeah.
had fun with Godzilla. I mean, Kong Skull Island. I did have a couple of problems, but Kong Skull Island is a better movie than this.
Yeah, it
How
is
dare you
definitely.
take
That's
King
true.
Ghidorah? How dare you take King Ghidorah and insult him like this? God,
Agreed.
Ghidorah is badass. Especially when he and Godzilla fought in Boston, and Godzilla was fire Godzilla, and then when he threw him into the building after Martha webbed him,
Yep.
this has
That was
nothing
epic.
interesting. This could have been a great trilogy of Netflix animated Godzilla films, but you just came here one year
Fucked it up.
after the other, and you didn't really take the time to see what you did wrong.
Yep.
Number
No,
2,
they just didn't, and
Tevia is gonna agree with
that makes me worried about the
yeah.
Transformer films.
Number 2, Tevia is gonna agree with me on this. Hellboy 2019. I
Yeah.
got questions about
Fuck.
Lionsgate and Millennium. Why the hell did you did not just give Guillermo del Toro his 200 million? The first two Hellboy movies are great, criminally underrated in my opinion.
Same.
Nobody beats Ron Perlman. David Harbour did the best he can. Sasha Lane did the best he can. And M. McShane and Daniel Day Kim, they all do the best they can. And Mila Jovovich, she's having fun with her role
Yeah.
as
Blood
the
Queen.
queen. She's just hamming it up. And yes,
Yeah.
I will give it credit for being R-rated and
Oh,
for being
fuck.
gory, but when you have all these directors with this studio interference drama, and plus David Harbour walking off set, and when you have no story and you're just trying to set up sequels for the entire 2 hours and 1 minute, you just got style over substance, and that's what you is.
Yep.
I have talked about this movie in my rants and on my worst movies of 2019 video. So if you want to see what I have to say on that movie, go check those out. But my number one worst movie of the year, I don't know how you did it. You make Twilight look better by comparison. You made 50 Shades look better. John probably knows where I'm going with this. And I'm going to say After, or as it should be called,
Oh.
Afterbirth.
After. What have I heard the name before?
A book.
This movie, this is based
Keep
on
book.
a young adult novel by Anna Todd. And before any of you guys laugh at me, let me just say, I love romance movies. I had a good romance
I watch
movie
them all the
in my
time.
best
I gotta say that.
2019.
Same here, man. I
Now,
mean,
look, I could. Who in their downright mind thought this was a good idea?
honestly, I'll say this. I'll just say this, dude. That looked like it
Okay.
looked like it looked like the love child of no.
Twilight and 50 Shades.
It looked like the child of
It
50
is-
Shades of.
It is the love child.
Yeah, the bastard child.
Yeah, Pastor Jared.
And guess what? It's gonna get a sequel.
Let's get a
Yeah,
sequel.
I'm not sitting. Just see To All the Boys I Loved Before. That's much better. It's cleaner.
Yeah.
And this,
Or like the Little
The,
Woman.
the Notebook or any of those are way better than this.
Yeah.
there's a lot of great romance movies out here, but this is not. If when I do my worst movies of the 2010s in 2020, you bet your ass this is gonna be on it, because
Yep.
I don't know how you could screw up this badly.
Mhm.
Fine. I did give it positives. The cinematography looked good. The soundtrack was fine. Some of the performances were good. And Josephine Langford, she does the best that she can with this material. But I'm sorry, when your material is based on One Direction fan fiction, where you think it's gonna go,
Yeah.
and the fact that it is
Yeah.
greenlit.
That's horrible.
No,
That's
there are
horrible.
4 books, and watch, it's gonna
Boy?
be it's
Fuck
gonna be
me.
3. It's 4 books of the After series, and watch, After We Collided comes out, and then the year after that, After We Fell comes out, and then after, and watch, it's gonna be 56.
It goes split in 2 parts.
That's not why I hate. But that's not why I hate the movie as much as I do, and the reason why I hate this movie the way I do is because of the message that you send. That it's
Uh-oh.
okay to cheat, and it's okay to abuse someone in your relationship.
What
not
the
okay.
fuck? That's a horrible
Looking
message.
for love. As a guy who is looking for love in the next decade,
Same.
that's not the message you should be sending for
To young
boys
people.
or girls.
It's a horrible message. It makes no sense.
This kind of shows you what kind of fucked up people that we have in our lives.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fucking people.
And
I mean,
don't
like,
know
personally,
which
for
is
me,
worse,
when I
sending
heard this was. Oh, go on.
or I don't know which is worse, the message you send in here or what Elizabeth Banks said about I'm gonna just go into that right now before I end this. Elizabeth Banks had the nerve to come out and say that that man on the reason why Charlie's Angels failed. No, your movie failed.
Really?
because nobody
Yeah, she
cared.
attacked. Dude, she went
Yeah,
out of.
she did.
And
Dude, she went out of her way to attack Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel. I'm like, oh, I see where you're trying to play. You're
nobody
thinking
attacks Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel.
Yeah, both of them are fantastic.
both movies are.
Compared to this,
And yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm an autistic 21-year-old young male, Elizabeth Banks, and I thought your movie
Yeah.
sucks.
Yep.
What are you gonna say now? You just
Yeah.
go along with the sexist
us guys stick
comment
together.
because you can't
That's
do
why
it
we're doing
with
this
the fact-
podcast.
Indeed.
You just gonna You just finna go along with the stupid sexist comment because you can handle an unpopular the fact that your movie was so bad, and you're blaming superhero movies and Spider-Man, even though you were in 3 of them.
Yep.
You're blaming it.
This is
Because
the Raimi
I think
trilogy.
a lot of
Yep.
I can name a bunch of strong female characters that
Sabrina.
from this decade and from back then. Captain Marvel, Wonder Woman,
Ellen Ripley,
Ripley.
Princess Leia.
Sarah Connor from Terminator.
Sarah
Sabrina.
Connor.
Sabrina.
Black Widow and Scarlet Witch. My
Yep.
profile, my avatar, as we're doing this, proves that I am a fan of Scarlet Witch. So you can't sit there
Yep.
and say that men hate women, but to say that and to put Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel into that, I hate when filmmakers use that excuse as to why the movies are bad.
Same.
Yeah.
It's a bullshit excuse that makes no sense.
Yeah, Solo flop because it was white guys with white guy and a white lead.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stupid.
Stupid.
Guardians of the Galaxy had a white lead, and that was a huge hit. So shut up
So
about
bomb,
that.
because no one didn't have a solo, no movie. No one wanted
Yeah.
a solo movie.
Mhm.
And also, it also is a competition with Deadpool and all that.
Hollywood.
That too.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, okay. But yeah, to say that men are the reason why a movie with women fails, to say that comic book movies are the reason why a movie is irresponsible for a filmmaker to say. But Elizabeth Banks, you're good as an actress. Stick with acting.
Yeah.
Man up.
Yeah.
Decided your movie sucks, filmmakers. But
Yeah.
after, again, getting back into after, my God. Look, again, Catherine Langford's sister in this movie is Josephine Langford playing the main lead. And I think they're both beautiful and they do have potential, but Josephine Langford is not enough to get me through an hour and 46 minutes.
Yeah.
But if you ain't seen After, stay away. Go wait for the sequel to All the Boys I Loved Before, because there's 2 of them coming out. One this next year, and To All the Boys 3 in 2021. Go watch High School Musical. That's a bit of romance story to this. People get
Or just say what to try, what the good try, what to try garbage. Yeah.
If I want a good romance novel, I'll just watch Charm and Sabrina.
Or watch
The
that
originals. The originals, not the reboots, right?
The original, what they call it, the reboot should be as good. That's what the reboot should be as good.
I'm gonna say it. Yeah.
Or just go even further. I'd rather go watch. Go on. Actually, go on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but go watch Austin and Alley. That's a better love story than that. Go Beast, 1991.
Yep.
That's a good movie.
And now
That's a good movie.
I'm talking to 3 more of this bull crap after the movies. Y'all got part.
Yep. Oh, that's a pain to watch.
But anyways, those are my least favorite movies of 2019.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, who's next, John?
Yeah, I only have a few. I don't want to be here for 3 or more hours. So
Yeah, just
my dishonorable mention, one of them is Stuber. It's a stupid comedy that came out in the summer.
I just saw it. I think it's pretty funny.
I walked out of it. But by the time they got to the male strip joint, I was out. I was like, no, this isn't funny.
I'm gonna say it. Yeah.
And Karen Gillan dies in the first 5 minutes. So yeah.
Underused net. Yeah. I was gonna say that. How dare you underuse Karen Gillan like that?
Yeah, it was dumb. It was a waste of her and Batista.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then another dishonorable mention is came out this year on Blu-ray, and it's one of the worst Marvel movies. The nausea in my stomach. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, December on Blu-ray, but I saw it on cable this year. Yeah, it made my stomach turn. I haven't felt that since Fans Norstick. But anyway, yeah, the 2 worst films I saw. The Intruder. Yeah. It's not fun. It's boring. Your 2 leads, are so dumb that they let this white guy kill a deer in front of them, and it's like, "Hi, what's up? This is my house." And I'm like, no, I would just move out. I would not even waste. It's stupid, and it just
glad that it was forgotten. The worst film I saw this year with the biggest waste of potential was Escape Room. Yeah, you guys didn't put this on your list. I put this. No movie
Oh,
that
yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen this
I
year
wanted to check that.
wasted
I
a
wanted to check
premise.
that.
How do you have a PG-13 horror film with such a good premise that they're in this escape room, they have a few minutes to escape? It's like a Saw movie, but without the gore, the characters are flat, you waste the cast, you waste the freaking potential, it's a big waste of time. And they have the nerve to do a sequel thing.
Yes, you have Deborah
Yeah.
Ann Wool in this movie, the redhead chick from
And she
Daredevil,
dies.
the Netflix show.
Yep.
And she
I
dies.
was
She falls
fine
to her
up
death.
until the last 20 minutes.
And we're getting a sequel to this game. We're gonna see 2 coming out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want to see
If you're
it
gonna-
because I'm like, you wasted my
if you're
time.
gonna do-
It's short, but it could have been better. That's what
Yeah.
pissed me off about it the most.
Yeah.
It's better Cube, but a remake Cube. That's
But,
it.
granted,
Yeah.
granted, I'll say this: a sequel could do something better. So I give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's just
I
see.
still-
I'll give it
yeah,
a benefit of
It
the
still
doubt, but
disappointed me, and
still.
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's just generally it's Chipmunk movies.
And people gave Happy Death Day to You crap. That wasn't.
I'd rather watch that.
Wasn't
At least the
that
lead
bad.
girl is fun to watch.
At least
But
that
this
has
movie
the premise.
is a waste of time. Just don't waste your time. Just
Yeah.
I'd rather see Saw than this because at least that's R and it's not. It doesn't treat me like I'm
I always
dumb.
watch Saw 1, 2, and 3. Saw 1, 2, 3, a good trailer,
Yeah.
a good ending.
Because
Well,
this
that's
movie
good, more.
insulted my intelligence, and I'm like, you waste this decent cast that could have been that's integrated. You could have done something with this, but no, they're just going to
Yeah.
be cannon fodder. And the twist at the end was stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Escape Room just it disappointed me, and I don't want to see it again. It just
Yeah.
was a waste. But that's my list. I kept this short because we've been streaming for over 3 hours. So Yeah.
Right, Edgar, what's your wish list?
Oh, we already talked about them. Well, I'll just say this: Hellboy, Dark Phoenix, Charlie Angels, and number 1, which is I will give Alien Covenant an apology. And that is the worst movie I have ever seen. I'd rather watch Dragon Ball Evolution just on that alone. I'd rather watch Fan Force Steak. That's how bad.
that movie hurts.
But and that's how much that Alien Covenant hurt me. But this one took it to such a degree level that I just wanted to scream so loud that I wanted to smash everything in top of I can to grab every single goddamn copy and smash it tiny little pieces, and then after that, burn it into tiny little flames. Give a fuck you, James Cameron. How dare you fucking ruin your legacy? How dare you fucking promise us for making a great trilogy, a great film, and also saying, "Oh yeah, John Connor is in here. Don't worry. It's gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good." Oh wait, I take back what I said. He's not in the film. I was just playing. They paid me. No. You're not gonna get literally outside. You're not gonna cheat your way out this time, fuck face. I hope your Avatar films is great because I swear to God, if they're fucking trash, I don't want you to fucking do Alita Battle Angel ever again. Do not touch her films. Do not make another film out of her and release it to someone else. Hell, give it to Disney for crying out loud. At least they can fucking make a better fucking movie.
Yeah, I did today. Back on track.
That's how I feel. Anyway, if you don't tell, I'm extremely angry at James Cameron.
Yeah, but Terminator Dark Fate. Yeah.
Who isn't?
Yeah.
Terminator Dark Fate, number 1.
Yep.
I can't blame you, man.
Yeah, but that movie fucking the Terminator fan. But anyway, it's in 3 hours. Wait,
mention this about After. I forgot to mention this one thing about After. You will not see After on a streaming service. You will not see this crap on MTV. You will not see this shit on BZ. You'll probably see After on Netflix because it's on Netflix.
Of course it is.
No, I'm not wasting my time.
I mean, personally, I could give a shit, but I mean, I peaked on what's that movie like. It's like, oh wow, it's just it's the love child, Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey.
But even worse.
But yet again,
and people.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll just say this. I mean, that movie came out the wrong time. It should have came out
Yeah.
When the novels, when the Game of Thrones, and the Twilight, and the fucking last one was
Game of Thrones sucked. The season finale was awful.
of
I'm
50 Shades
I'm
Grey.
gonna
That
say
was the last big
I'm gonna say
franchise.
it. An unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it. I didn't hate season 8 of Game of Thrones. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. I'm glad you liked it more than I did.
That's fine. I mean, I think I could disagree with you, but I respect your opinion. At least you guys can respect mine. I mean, we're all cool. I don't want to have any hateful opinions on others. I mean, we can do it a friendly debate and have a good time, but that's all I care about. I mean, I had a good time having debate about Star Wars. We have our opinions. I disagree. You disagree with me. We're cool.
And we had a fun time talking about Spider-Man back in 2015.
Yep. But anyway, we should probably we'll give it every outros.
Yeah, we should wrap this up.
Yeah. Then we're going to talk about Legend Wood Movie 2019. 2019 American NCE for movies, highs, lows, very mixed, very debated, especially with the Star Wars Star fandom. But Star fandom has been repeated ever since the 90s, so that is a made different debate altogether. But then again, we're talking about Legend Wood Movie 2019. Stay tuned for next again on maybe Crisis over that one.
In parts 4 and 5.
Yeah, part 4 and 5.
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yep, stay tuned for that. And stay tuned my next top 10. I'm talking about video game if I can do it. If I can't do it, then I'll just make a short list on that one because there are video games that come out this year. But join us. Stay tuned. My second my top 10 what video game 2019. I'm gonna choose something on that one. And God, where can we find you? Guys?
Oh, sorry about that. I was playing Street Fighter. You can come down to my channel. I'm currently doing Iron Man reviews, and I'm also have Veron channel as well. You can go subscribe to there. I do gaming videos. I do comic books, whatever stuff I like. Stay tuned on next year. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Josh.
Have a good New Year's if we don't see you later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Josh, where can we find you?
Off my channel, Future Filmmaker 39480 Reviews. All my social media links to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Stardust, Snapchat, all of that is in the description box down below. You guys keep it cool and join me. The epitaph.
Yeah.
Yep. And John, where can we find you?
Yeah, I'm John Avenger 1985 on YouTube. I have a Facebook and a Twitter and also an Amazon wish list is there if you want to check it out. This was fun, guys. I'm glad I finally got to come back after being sick for a week. With the holidays are really stressful, but it's over. We just got New Year's in a few days, and a new decade is upon us. So more movies, more comics, more video games, more stuff to enjoy.
God, yes.
And hopefully this decade is going to be better than the last one because I'm like, we're going to have new franchises. We're going to have sequels we actually want. And streaming is going to beat cable now because, shows, the webs are better than some of the shows on TV right now.
Is dead.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just give me any web series that I'm interested in seeing or a TV show based on a comic that actually they can do it right instead of it being a soap opera.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'm glad we got to do this, the four of us. Hopefully more people will show up next time.
Yep.
We'll see you guys in the new year in 2020. Have a happy new year, guys. And long live good movies, man.
Yeah,
see you later.
You can follow me on Twitter and skinny on my video on Twitter, find Google Plus, or follow me on Valer.tv and Belong as well. Due to COVID situation, with that's the COVID situation crap. What's up, Jared? What's up, 2020? That's my channel. It's just I'm kicking, but
we'll see.
Next time. See ya.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
Man.